Well, none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots, yeah. None of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots. I'm telling you now, the truth. Telling you, yeah, the truth. You have to go back to the roots. Go to the roots. Yeah, man, you know, this is Benjamin out of the Smiling Coast, West Africa, Gambia, representing for the one and only Abu, the big man you don't know, the Soninke warrior, the man that brings the truth, Soninke warrior, the sign of enlightenment, the Soninke warrior, the righteous and the true African. Abu, reveal the truth to them, you know, no matter how them try run from it, because none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Yes, we have to dig back the roots, yeah. Fire!
Subscribe now.
I remember the days, all those years ago that never fade away. And I remember your face when you hit the ground. I can recall the time and place on a midnight walk through the old streets, trying to turn back the clock to the days of old, back to the days when all the things we knew were made of gold. As the world moves on, time sings a song. In the old neighborhood, as the clock strikes one, the memory lives just as it stood, like a quiet dream. The shadows of that time are cast beneath the streetlight beam as the world moves on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Afridamus Report. I'm your host, Afridamus. Please make sure you hit the like if you haven't already done so. I want to welcome all of you into the Afridamus Report here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And in case you are not familiar with him, you know, I happen to have a lot of knowledge about who he is. And, you know, because I've been a fan from the time I discovered him. And I watch his full-on debates with students around the country, you know. So we're going to talk on that. And also, I will show you the people that are celebrating his demise. And, you know, majority, this is a lot of Black people that come out to celebrate the death of a man. And his only literal crime is to debate people. The First Amendment here in the United States of America, that, you know, like that's part of the Constitution. You know, the First Amendment, being able to freely express yourself, that's not a problem. But you see, the same thing happened, if you guys remember, to Kevin Hart. No, Kevin Samuel. So Kevin Samuel, you guys remember, he used to have a show when he was alive. So basically what he talks about relationships. And the majority of the people that called into his show were Black women. And I mean, I can understand if someone, for example, let's say like a Tariq Nasheed, what he does is not a debate. He comes on his show, his platform, and he disparages, you know, Africans, white people, anybody that, you know, a lot of different groups of people. But he does not allow conversation. Even if you call, he would keep muting you. But the difference here is Charlie Kirk, you know, he goes to universities. It's not like he just spew things, say things. He is like, okay, prove me wrong. So you get to come, you sit down or stand up, you debate one on one. Fair enough, fair enough, because he's saying, change my mind. So that means what he is saying is not solid. So he's giving you the opportunity to come up and debate him. And a lot of his debates are with, white people, white leftists, because, the colleges are filled with leftists, white leftists. And on occasion, there is some black people in between. But when Kevin Samuel, when he died, I couldn't believe my eyes. There were black women on the internet. They turn on their camera, literally. Imagine what step, how evil one would be, what kind of demonic spirit they would be possessed with to turn on your camera, come online for the world to see, to celebrate, the death of someone because you disagree with the individual. I mean, make that make sense. But that happened with, Kevin Samuel. So some black women and their simps, they did this. And I saw it, I was like, wow, But I was in surprise. I was in surprise because I have been seeing the level of hatred that, some of these people possess, just simply not agreeing with each other. It's like they don't understand, like, okay, if I don't agree with the person, you move on. No. They believe if you disagree with them, and Kevin's crime is the same crime that what they convicted him of, I mean, the blacks, is the same thing they are convicting this man of, which is speaking the truth. That's what they convicted him of. Paul said, why didn't Charlie go to an HBCU and debate? Well, we wouldn't know, right? Why would he waste his time to go to, a place like that, that is completely woke, and the ideology they have is not based in reality. I've seen this coming from many years ago. I've seen it coming because what they did was, this is a leftist agenda. What they did was to brainwash children. Because ask yourself, right? How come all of a sudden, just follow the trend, from 2015 till now, now all of a sudden they have tons and tons of children who identify as transsexual. They did that on purpose. And then they created DEI. With black people, they enable, the ghetto culture. That's what they pushed. And they know that's detrimental to them. I'm naming you the groups here. So then they have Black Lives Matter, because if you look at it, this is like a package deal of all the freaks put together. Because these are the people who, because, for example, with blacks, they know majority of blacks are obsessed with skin color. So they push the loudest and the most shameless blacks forward to come out and preach and say, this is about blackness. So now, for example, if let's say somebody like me, I'm black, or other black people, you use common sense, you disagree with them, they get to say, oh no, you're not black enough. Imagine you are black, I'm black. What makes you think, who appointed you to be able to dictate to me how a black person should be. Ask yourself that question, because that's a leftist mentality. With leftists, there is absolutely no compromise. Like they will be like, oh, be tolerant, let's get along. No, you cannot get along with them. Because, for example, let me give you an example. If I come out and tell you that I'm a woman, for example, if I say to you I'm a woman, okay, a rational person will be like, all right, if you feel like that, that's on you. You see, it's one thing for me to think that, but now it's another thing to force other people to accept that. You see? So when there's a compromise, the compromise is you have to believe what they believe. And if you don't believe it, you would have to be deleted. This is what they believe in. They've been saying it and they would celebrate it. So you have that group, the trans group, all in the left, right? Then you have the black, which is represented by the lunatics, because they get to come out and hurl insults at other black people, calling them coons, Uncle Toms, when in reality, this is a spiritual battle. It's right versus wrong. That's what it is. You can clearly see it, that this is a spiritual battle. These people that are coming trying to get you to be in the same group with them, you do not share the same values. But no, these people are too far gone. They want to claim you because of, your skin color is the uniform. So they form an alliance with the, LGBTQ, the trans groups. Each section have their own leader. So, it's like a bunch of freaks put together. And then you have the feminists. So now when you look at that bunch, you have to ask yourself, do I believe in the same thing they believe in? Do I stand for what they stand for? So rational people be like, oh no, I'm not with that. But those people just leave them alone. They're like, hey, if you want to be this, that's on you. That's not all right with them. They want you to accept it. So fast forward, they were able to bully people, people who weren't paying attention, to join them. Somehow their group started getting bigger and bigger. But Trump came out of nowhere. So Trump is a wrench in their game. You saw him, he won twice, but they wouldn't accept it. They kept calling him Nazis, Hitler. I mean, like they literally sanitized the name of Hitler, because Hitler killed millions of people. If you compare him to Trump, now you're saying, oh, because he didn't kill people as far as we know, much more millions. But now if you're comparing this man to somebody that you say killed millions, now, you've just, made the Hitler story irrelevant, because at this point you just keep repeating these things. Kamala did it, Obama did it, despite knowing this is not true. But it's a leftist agenda. They want what they want, and they would never give up until they achieve that. So Charlie Kirk, he's not a politician, by the way. He's an activist, I would say. For example, he's a Christian guy. He has a YouTube channel, radio show. So he does his thing. He goes out there debating people, and you can watch it. The people have the agency to debate back and forth, and he debates against the transgender issue, and people can come up and challenge that. So these blacks now are saying Charlie Kirk is racist because, mind you, they said because he was talking about Michelle Obama, Kamala. I'm not sure if Kamala is even black, because the fact of the matter is these people, that's the same thing also. Even though we heard, there's videos showing that Kamala herself saying she's Indian, following her Indian culture. But because the blacks say this is, she says she's black, so therefore she is black. If you say she is not, even using her own words, that means you are a racist, you are a bigot. So their whole entire premise, their world, it doesn't exist in reality. It doesn't. And if you go by biblical principles or reality, these people want to kill your soul. Because in truth, to kill your own soul is by accepting lies as truth and truths as lies. That's what it is. So it's not enough for them to want to kill their own soul. They want to take you and everybody with them. If you look at it, black women, right, they vote 92%. 92% for the Democrats. The Democrats don't even have to offer them anything. They don't have to ask for anything. So at that point, you start asking, okay, these people, they're not asking for anything, but they are supporting demonic things. You know what they convicted Charlie Kirk of? How dare Charlie Kirk point out that the way to build the black community or any community is to promote two-parent homes, a mom and a dad, for them to raise their kids together, good education, no gang activity, stay out of welfare. They're like, oh no, he has to go. Kevin Samuel said the same thing. And when he died, they celebrated it. So let me show you some clips here. Before we get to that, I want to show you, I think a line has been crossed here. Because if you look at it, a couple weeks ago, there was a transgender person that went to a school in Minnesota and shot children in that school. It's a Christian school. So this transgender person, apparently, I guess he went to that school as a child. One thing I have noticed is these people hate Christians so much. They don't even, if you want to pray, I mean, it's almost like a vampire movie. If you say Jesus is king, they would literally attack people. Like, I have seen this with my own eyes. I have seen this with my own eyes. But let me show you what the Vice President, J.D. Vance, said today. To me, I'm beginning to see that a line has been drawn here. A line has been drawn. And I'm presenting this to people to understand. The people that are coming, telling you to join these groups based on your skin color, they are misleading you. And the only people that go for it are people that have tons of hatred in them. Imagine turning on your camera to celebrate someone's death. I don't care who the person is, you are demonic. It seems like the blacks especially have, not all, but the ones that are doing it, have become the face of hate. They've become the source of, the only thing that would make them happy is to see other people die. I've listened to so many videos. There was a video I saw. There was young black woman celebrating it. But then in her video, same video, she said, oh, she admitted that she didn't know Charlie Kirk whatsoever. So she just heard other people saying he's racist and they went along with it. But let me show you what the Vice President, J.D. Vance, said today. By the way, they cut the guy that did it is a white guy in Utah. So Charlie Kirk is white. The guy that shot him is white. So I don't know what type of business blacks have with this. I mean, it's blowing my mind. So J.D. Vance is saying there's no unity because the leftists want a unity. So let me show you.
With people who scream at children over their parents' politics. There is no unity with someone who lies about what Charlie Kirk said in order to excuse his murder. There is no unity with someone who harasses an innocent family the day after the father of that family lost a dear friend. There is no unity with the people who celebrate Charlie Kirk's assassination. And there is no unity with the people who fund these articles, who pay the salaries of these terrorist sympathizers, who argue that Charlie Kirk, a loving husband and father, deserved a shot to the neck because he spoke words with which they disagree.
So you've seen and heard that. He's 100% correct. Look, the thing is, you don't have to agree with people, but to want somebody to delete someone because you disagree with the person, and then, I mean, this is a complete stranger to you. Why would you rejoice in the demise of a complete stranger? That tells me you are demonic. You are fully demonic. Look at it. Warden is like, as of now, I don't talk to raccoon. Sorry. Which one is the raccoon? So Warden is one of those people I'm speaking of. He, like, at this channel, you know, I'm a grown man. Like, I don't know you from anywhere. But this man, Warden, sounds like somebody who is filled with hate. So he wants me and you to support the hatred that he has in his heart. You know, he can't just be by himself with the hate. He has his reasons, right? But he's not okay. He is in hell. You know, he doesn't like the truth. So he thinks that because everyone that shares his skin color, he wants to take them to hell with him. You see? So that's what's going on. He said, as a Pan-Africanist and as a man who knows Kirk, it's dumb, but I know how the game works. Look, in America, they allow freedom of speech. What did his speech do to you or cause anyone? It's not like he's out there calling for things to happen to blacks. What did he ever do to you? To even make this matter worse, right now, you guys know about the Ukrainian woman, the lady, the immigrant that got murdered by the black guy in a train. Have you guys heard about that? So if you look at it, around, even in Canada, all these Western countries, I mean, it's unfortunate. Africans, you better be careful because right now, the blacks are seen as demons in these places. So you better distance yourself from spewing the type of hatred that majority are doing. Because what's the purpose of it? You know, like, you have entire nations that are looking at this differently. So you look at it as this has happened, they came out. You know, some of the people were in the media, people who probably don't even live in black communities, but they are speaking in the name of, you know, in the name of blackness for the black people. Do you guys see how dangerous that is? So you have complete strangers who are paid to come online. Like majority of these people do not even live around blacks, but they are able to speak with hatred on behalf in the voice of the blacks, and nobody comes out to criticize them. Let me show you the video of the Ukrainian woman. Okay, let me show you the video of the Ukrainian woman. It's very sad. Like she, I've seen some blacks, even online, also celebrate this. Do you guys think this is gonna end well? It's like a group of people that people used to feel bad for because of their history. Now the whole world, the internet, they are watching you show so much hate. So much hate. Let me show you what happened to the Ukrainian woman. Here we go. You guys see that? It's too graphic to even show it. So did you see the white lady, the Ukrainian woman is sitting there? She's on her phone, right? It's like a normal day in a train. You're from work. Mind you, this woman escaped real war from Ukraine just to come and be taken out here. She's sitting there and the guy got up and took her out. I mean, the guy, to be fair, he is mentally ill. Even his own mother, spoke about it. She's like, she tried to get help, tried to get her locked up. They wouldn't keep him in. It was a black woman judge who kept letting him out. So what does that tell you? Remember, I was telling you guys that blacks have been used as the weapon. Imagine someone committing so many crimes with mental illness, but they keep letting him out. Why were they doing that? What are they looking for? You see? So now, let me show you another leftist. He's not black. I want to show you guys the people that these people want you to align yourself with. There's a guy named Destiny. So with this guy, they believe they are in a war with, Republican versus leftists. So this guy, he's a total freak, demonic guy. This guy speaks death. Okay? He openly mock Charlie Kirk's wife. I mean, look, you don't have to agree with the person. And he himself, he's a YouTuber. Just like Tariq and all these people that came out celebrating this. Do you know how dangerous that is? So it means they are saying, if people disagree with you, they should be able to delete you. That's what they are saying. But you see, they put themselves at the seat of the people who get to decide who can say what or not. So let me show you. I think Phil was one of them. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised that Phil celebrated. That's why I saw like a video that came, in my timeline, but I didn't want to watch it. I was too disgusted, to watch all this, you see? So let me show you a guy named Destiny. You know, you listen to what he is saying. And what he said today, a few hours ago, I have that video as well. But let me show you this. And you will understand the type of people that celebrate this. Are these normal people, or there's something wrong with them? I mean, they are definitely not connecting with human beings, because the moment you start celebrating one's demise, especially the person getting taken out in public in front of his wife and kids, I mean, at that point, would you guys trust being around someone like that? That would rejoice in something like this. But here we go.
Getting killed when they go to events so that they look to their leadership to turn down the temperature. The issue is right now, they don't feel like there's any fear. Like, I don't know. It's like memes. It's just memes to everybody, I guess. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't care. I'm playing video games. Okay. I'm done today. I don't give a fuck. God, it's going to be so fucking gay if I get killed in the next fucking 2 months of shit I'm doing. Well, the cuck shit out here. Please don't anybody make any actual fucking, the most cucked, weak-ass, fucking bullshit-ass speeches on my side. God, if it happens, holy shit, I'm going to make a death note before I go out to go live and not. God, it's so cucked. It's so optics cucked. The question you should ask is, why is nobody on the right afraid enough to say, hey, Trump, can you, like, tone it down a little bit, bro? We're getting killed out here. Like, literally. Can we, like, chill?
So, in this video, in the beginning, he is saying they should put fear in the hearts of the Republicans. So, for you, the individual, what do you believe in? Are you there to fight to promote your skin color? Or you fighting for a party, religion? Like, what do you believe in? What do you stand on? Do you support this type of stuff? Let's see. Paul said, Afridamus, didn't you do a show about an African immigrant teacher called Mariam Toure killed by a white American psycho and dismembered her? If America should distance from blacks, why not whites? Look, I'm not saying distance from black just because the people are black. I'm talking about radical leftists. Radical leftists exist both in black and white. It's not just, there are many black people who are heartbroken by this, many that are, Republicans. I'm pointing, this is the confusion that I'm trying to clear for people, because black people are not perfect. If you look at it, black people are just like everybody else. But the problem is nobody can correct black people. That's the truth. Nobody can correct them. Nobody can speak on, anything that is degenerate or not correct about them. That's the truth. If you are African, if you speak about it, they will be like, oh, shut up, you're a coon, or, oh, if you're fellow black, that's what they would call you. If a white person speaks the truth, then they are racist. So nobody can say anything. How can one live amongst a people where you cannot correct anything? It means everything goes. Why do you think the majority are comfortable with being part of the leftists? Like, why? Because, you got, for example, even in the leftist group, if you guys notice, they are allied with Muslims. In Islam, they don't accept all these shenanigans. They do not. Like the transgender gay stuff, it's a no-go zone. But ask yourself, why are Muslims like Ilhan Omar, others, associating themselves with leftists. Well, I'm about to tell you. Because the Muslims are looking at it like it's easier to conquer these people. They're not with the program, but looking at you, accepting yourself being degenerate, they know that it weakens you because it removes you from reality. It's like you're operating in an alternate world. I mean, look at Dearborn, Michigan. Take an example. Who took over now? Minneapolis. Who took over? How do you think that happened? Go back and look. Look at the people that they're taking this from, the mentality, because they have a weak mentality. So when these Muslims come in, they would attach themselves to that party, that community, because they know they can easily infiltrate it. As you can clearly see, that's what's happening. Everybody taking their piece. But I don't want to keep you waiting. Let me show you the moment that when Charlie Kirk, died. It didn't even, within few hours, a black lady named Amanda Seals comes out. I can, look, you don't have to like the person, but why do you feel so compelled to come out and speak ill of this individual? So let me show you what Amanda Seal said about Charlie Kirk. Mind you, this is a woman who is very, very opinionated. She has lots of opinions, tons of it. So that's a First Amendment thing, right? But she rejoiced in somebody's death for speaking the truth. In her head, she believed that she's telling the truth. There are people who don't like her, just like there are people who don't like Charlie Kirk. So if she's celebrating this, isn't she justifying saying, okay, if you don't like what the person is saying, you can just take them out? Let me show you. This, to me, you're just seeing the flesh individual in the form of a human, but I think is much more than that. These people are driven by an evil spirit, because this is not normal. The moment this man died, these people just started coming out of the woodwork. It's like they're like, yes, finally blood. Let me show you. This is not normal.
Like Charlie Kirk. First of all, Charlie Kirk don't believe in empathy. He said it's a bad thing. He said it's some new age made up shit. He also said people got to be sacrificed in order to protect guns. If he was saying that while fighting for reparations, I may have a little bit of empathy. But this white on white violence, he died? Damn, B. Life comes at you fast. I can't have empathy for someone like Charlie Kirk because I cannot be in his shoes. I have no frame of reference for that. I have no cognizance for that. There literally is nothing about his existence that I can relate to.
You guys seen and heard that. So she said, if he, while talking about guns and stuff, if he had, talk about reparation, to promote it, then she would support him. So it means, sorry, you didn't hear what she said? That's not a celebration to you? If a person dies, you didn't even let things die down. You come up to say such a thing? Like, who asked you? Like, who the hell are you to even come and talk about, whether you empathize or not? So she is saying, if he had spoke about reparation, then she can understand. So if you don't speak and support reparation, it means you gotta die, right? According to them. Let me show you another one. This one is gonna blow your mind. Here we go. And I know this person is gonna claim it's comedy, but I think there's a lot of mental illness amongst a lot of these people. So here we go.
Colonize every goddamn body. Now all of a sudden, you turn into pussies. This is not your grandpa's America. I got a new Say TV coming up strictly for you pussy white folks. I can't believe you used to hang niggers. Look how you did the Indians, the Mexicans, even the Jews, the Irish, the Catholic, fucked over every fucking body. Now all of a sudden you're in your sensitive feelings. Even Charlie Kirk said you need killings to keep our guns right. So why the fuck are y'all mad?
So, I mean, I have another video. I can't even watch that. So this is crazy. Like the other, I can't even show it to you because he was laughing. Paul, you said, I thought this guy was a staunch conservative. Hey, I mean, that's what he presented himself as. But I've been noticing he rejoices in white people dying. You know, he rejoices in that. Mario said, bro, come on, you must be paid to support these people whom mean no good. Sir, I'm not here supporting anyone. I'm here to present the truth, sir. I mean, for me, it's inhumane. It's inhumane for people to rejoice in someone's death. Even if somebody else rejoiced in Amanda's, if that happened to her or Charleston White, it would still be the same thing. So it's not me versus people or whatsoever. This is just common decency. How can you trust people who rejoice in people dying? How? How can you trust that person? I mean, that's deep darkness. Hold on. Oh, okay. So let me show you a conversation that took place on Piers Morgan's show. I want you guys to hear what the other side, how they feel about this. Here we go.
Waters, or Chuck Schumer, AOC, or Bernie Sanders, all of these bastards call us fascists with a straight face. This isn't New Testament, turn the other cheek time. This is Old Testament.
You see, this brother right here says, well, all leftists want to see me dead. Well, I'm a leftist. I don't want to see you dead. I'm a Christian.
You called Trump's administration a neo-fascist movement, you lunatic.
And look at him laughing now. Just a joke, man. Pierce, it's not worth it.
Kind of farcical to quit a debate where we're literally debating about the importance of free speech. Do you think that your response to the cold-blooded murder of Charlie Kirk has been appropriate?
Yes.
Why did you mock his widow?
Because she's being used as a political weapon right now. Did Donald Trump?
Did Trump deserve the bullet?
I never said that. No, I never said that. No.
Okay, except you did to your co-host.
No, I didn't. Oh, wait. When did Donald Trump disavow? Wait. When did Donald Trump disavow all violence in this country?
Your co-host, you lying sack of shit.
The lying sack of shit?
The worst thing that could have happened
Donald Trump
was the
disavowed all
bullet missing.
political violence. And
that's what you said.
Yeah, and this is where when you're putting YouTubers and tweeters on the same level as the president of the United States, this is why conservatives are absolutely brain broken when it comes to violence in this country. And that's why it'll continue.
But
There'll be more deaths. Maybe it'll be me at the next one. Who knows? There'll be
Destiny.
You guys are all going to turn around and be like, I can't believe it. What's going on? What's happening here?
Okay, Destiny. If you care so much about political violence in America, Why don't you lead the way yourself without
can't,
mentioning
because
anybody
one
else?
side-
Why don't
because
you?
one side-
Why don't you, Destiny, right now, just outright condemn the murder of Charlie Kirk?
Because we
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. Let me get a thumbs up if you guys can see me. For whatever reason, I got kicked out of my own show. You guys see what I was talking about? Let me drop the link here so we can have a panel here. Give me a moment. Oh, you guys can hear me. Very good, very good. So, the video I was showing, it was a debate between, it was on Piers Morgan's show. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So that Destiny guy, you know, in many words, he was justifying that Charlie Kirk should have never supported Trump if he had expected to leave. So this guy is believing that if you vote for Trump, you support Trump, then you are asking to be deleted. So that's what the true definition of fascism is. Do you guys know what fascism is? That's what it is. It's literally telling the person, you have to do exactly what I say. You have to support the person I want you to support. If you don't do that, then you know you got something coming. K. Mensa said there is nothing beyond a leftist, including their neighbors who support. Yeah. I mean, it is scary because if you look at it from 2020 till now, I mean, the alliance that they've formed, the groups that they are with, it's all been violent. And when they commit the violence, they would come back and say, oh, the person is a Trump supporter. And do you guys see the new law that they want to pass? So Marco Rubio, he proposed anyone, like foreigners that are, you know, people who came here naturalized, or before they come here, if they are supporting these kinds of things, they said they're going to revoke their citizenship, literally. And can you blame them? Can you blame the secretary for proposing that? How can you welcome people in your country that would rejoice in the death of someone? And his only crime is what? Daring to speak his mind. That's what the crime is. Okay, guys, the link is in the chat. Hit the link, come join me. Let's have this conversation. And for me, to be quite honest, you know, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm not gonna keep bringing, you know, these conversations, because to even watch it, you know, it's disgusting to see. You know, I mean, if you are saying this should happen, and all these people, Warden, why don't you hit the link and come have the conversation? Why don't you hit the link instead of being a keyboard warrior in the chat section? This is what I'm talking about. You have people like Warden who get triggered over nothing because he don't like what I'm presenting, what I'm talking about. But this is right in front of us. Okay, good. I have Warden in the house. Warden, welcome to the Afridamus Report.
Yeah, I just want to know how somebody like yourself can just put so much words in other people's mouths. How do you put other people in these positions that
what word did I put in anybody's mouth?
You know, do I celebrate this death of this man?
Who you said did who celebrate it?
You clearly heard me. Do I celebrate the death of this man?
I don't know. Do you?
You don't know, but you said I celebrate the death of this man. That's
No. I did. Hold on. I didn't say that. I said you are in the chat.
Now you did.
Here's the things. Hold on. Here are the things that you are writing. So let's clear what you are writing.
Yes,
Do
let's
you
go
hold
through
on,
that. Let's
hold
go
on?
through that.
Okay,
Let's go
okay.
through that.
Now
Let's go
hold
through
on. Now that I have you here,
it. Yes.
I have you here as a person. You know, I'm gonna ask you.
As a person.
Let me ask you: do you rejoice in Charlie Kirk dying?
No, I
Okay,
don't
then what
rejoice
did you
in it.
mean? What
I
did you
actually
mean
don't
by
promote it
what
at
did you
all.
mean?
I
Then
don't
what?
want anybody dying because of someone's First Amendment right, you dumbass. That's what I
Oh,
promote.
oh, there we
That's
go.
fucking stupid to say that I rejoice in.
Do you guys see what I'm talking about here? These
No,
are
you
the
don't,
type of
because you're literally putting words in my mouth.
these are the angry,
That's because
emotional
you're a
people I
hypocrite.
speak about.
That's because you're a hypocrite.
Okay, what am I being hypocritical about?
So all these people that want to promote war, but you want to then go straight to black people and all the dumb shit that he said to the black community.
Like
But
what?
oh no,
Like what?
okay.
Give me. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Do you want me to go, or do you want to just talk over?
Oh no, I'm listening. I'm telling you. Give me
Then
the
let me finish.
examples. I'm listening.
Please let me
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Because if you say that black people were better off in the 40s,
not all, but most. Not all, but most.
Let me finish. See that right there? That's what I'm talking about right there. If you want some clarity, let me finish.
Well, again, you need to stop saying black people. Say the
No,
radical leftist
I
blacks.
can pull up the words exactly what he said.
Sir, you are speaking to me, and I'm telling you what I'm saying. Okay, that's what I'm telling you right now. So again. Stop attaching. Stop making it about black. I said the radical leftists who hide behind the black skin.
Radical leftist. Now it's radical left.
Sir, look at my
We ain't
title.
even talking about black people.
Did you see the thumbnail?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so what does the thumbnail say?
About the leftists, but at the beginning of the stream, you was talking off.
Sir, there are plenty of black people. Hold on. There are plenty of black people who support Charlie Kirk. So I'm not gonna say it's all black people. You clearly clearly heard. Hold on. If you weren't in your feelings, think some of you are sick in the head. Hold on, let me finish. Hold on.
Cannot devalue.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Of black Americans.
Let me finish. It is
a fallacy.
Sir, wait for your turn. Wait for your turn.
Yeah.
You cannot see. This is exactly what I was saying. Because people like you. Exactly hold on. Okay, so you hold on. You clearly ignored even what my thumbnail said, and then you came in. You tried to lie and say I said all black people. How can it be all? When did I say this? Answer my question. Don't laugh.
Americans. You just want me to say black Americans then?
You said I what?
Do you just want me to say black Americans?
Oh, I don't want you to say anything. I want you to speak the truth.
Okay.
I want you to speak. I want you to speak the truth. Stop making up stuff. You are just like a typical leftist. You like to lie to justify yourself. This is guys. Are you guys seeing this?
You speak truth.
You came here. You tried to lie. When did I say all?
Let's speak truth.
Answer me. And in the chat here, let me show you this. Let me show you in the chat what you were saying. Let me show you so you can clarify what you meant. Let me see some of your comments. Some of your comments. What?
I'm gonna look that up too while I'm here, because I got it up on multiple screens. I can go back and look.
Oh, there it is. You said F out of here. Black community is a myth. Okay.
Yeah, because people like you.
Oh, people like me. Can you explain what that means?
The negativity towards black Americans that don't want to all of a sudden be empathetic towards this person.
I don't. That's not easy reasons. Sir, hold on, Warden. Here's my thing. I am not asking anyone I'm not.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me finish. I'm
Okay.
not asking you or anyone
Okay.
to show any empathy or not. If you want to
Okay.
show us that you are a monster, that's what this topic is about. I'm letting people know there are people
Okay.
who are monsters. They are
Okay.
demonic. That's what I'm showing.
Okay.
So if you show your true self, for example, here in the chat, you say, no, but I'm surely not a damn well defending Nazi. So that means you were defending, Charlie Kirk, being deleted.
Hold on.
What
Nazis
makes
evil.
you say it? But what makes you say that though?
But wait, I'm not going to defend him getting deleted, sir. I have
Okay,
never
then
defended him
what
getting
were you
deleted.
delete? What were you
I'm not going to
talking
defend
about?
a Nazi, period.
Okay, what were you talking about then? What
Meaning,
did I
I'm
say?
not going to feel
Hold on.
sorry.
Oh, nobody asked you to feel sorry.
Yes, you are, sir.
No. No
You're
one
calling
is
people
asking you, sir.
because they don't want to feel sorry for him.
Look.
I feel sorry for his family, of course.
Look, no one.
Different thing.
Hold on, Warden. No one cares if you feel sorry.
Oh,
or
no
not.
one cares.
No one
Wow.
cares. The thing
Shut
is,
the fuck up, man.
you are not a decent human being. That's what you are showing. All right, I got former conservative here. Welcome to the Afridamus Report. Obviously, he tucked his tail in between his legs and ran. Thank you for joining in. What do you want to add on to this?
What do you believe the proper response is to Charlie?
I'm not telling people how to respond, but what I know is humans, people who are connected to reality and value life, right, will not celebrate.
And I believe that
celebrate a man dying. That's all I'm saying.
If we're going to go off of the clips that you've shown, then you are creating a specific narrative.
No, what narrative am I showing?
That the black people that you have used who are influencers are demonic. What denotes demonic activity?
Celebrating the death of a man.
What do you consider celebration? What people are doing are drawing clarity to the truth of Charlie Kirk's
you know what? Okay, what word did he say that you believe warrants him to die? I want to hear this.
His entire perspective about the history of Black Americans in our current state is based in white supremacy. Period.
Okay, so
it is not based in truth.
So he should die because you think his perspective.
Nobody said that he should have died.
Okay. For
his
example,
death was unwarranted.
You do realize? Hold on. Have you ever even watched? Hold on. Have you ever? Wait.
That cannot happen.
Hold on. Have you ever watched his debates?
Yes. Did you not?
Okay. Give me examples.
I've been a conservative and a libertarian.
All right.
These United States for the last 20 years. Left the movement.
All right.
Once that movement metastasized into what it
tell
has become
me
today.
Tell us.
About freedom.
Hold on.
No longer about individuality in America. It has turned into some type of religious state that should not exist here based on the foundation of this country. And nobody has more clarity on what America could be.
Okay.
The people that have been here
so wait a minute.
Before the foundation of the country.
Hold on. Is Charlie Kirk, does he have the right to have an opinion?
Charlie Kirk has the right to have an opinion, as we all do. Okay. However,
all right.
Scripture, hold on. What we know from Scripture, because you're using theological terms, eschatological terms to determine somebody's demonic activity. 1 second.
Okay, name one demonic thing he said. I'm listening.
To set as the antagonist at a table in front of thousands of people, only to generate social media clips.
Oh, so you and I, hold on. So
is that not the work
of
the accuser of the brethren?
So having conversation is demonic?
No, I never said that having conversation.
What is okay, wait a minute. Hold on.
No,
what is more demonic? What is more demonic than a person turning on their camera, saying disparaging things about groups of people, disrespectful.
Kirk has
Hold
done.
on. Let me finish. But you will not allow those people to challenge you in a debate. Which one is more demonic?
Challenge one's opinion. However, as we know from
No. Hold on.
Death
Look,
is in the tongue.
okay.
And what you generate out of your mouth will produce a particular result. What happened to Charlie was unfortunate. And
okay, let me answer my question. Hold on. You're not answering my question. You're not answering my question. Hold on. 1 minute. Answer my question. What is more demonic? A person turning on their camera, saying disparaging things about groups of people, and those people wouldn't be allowed to challenge what is being said.
I think someone who used the fullness of their existence to frustrate.
No. You're not answering. You're not answering my question. You're not answering.
Demonic. Yes.
Hold on. Does the United States? Do you believe in the First Amendment?
You have the right to say what you want, but the fruit that you bear, you must eat.
Oh, okay. So the things that Tariq, Charleston White, Amanda Seals.
I'm not a Charleston White fan or anybody else.
Look, okay, you gotta get out of look. You gotta get out of your feelings, sir. You're in your feelings. You are in your feelings. The way you respond.
Your argument is based in feeling and emotion.
No,
you're literally talking.
I brought facts.
You really did.
I brought facts here.
Not really. You're not speaking facts.
Okay, let me finish here. So do you think Amanda Seals, Tariq Nasheed, and all these people? Do you think
they all have a right to their opinion and their statements?
Okay, do they? Okay, do you think
they will reap the rewards as such?
Do you think it's right for the same thing to happen to them?
It would be a sad occurrence.
No, that's not what I didn't ask you. Hold on, sir. Sir,
because he does not have a good governance over his tongue.
Hold on. I didn't ask you that. You're answering things I'm not asking you. Do you think, I'm talking about the right thing, do you think somebody should do that to them over their opinion?
No.
No, exactly. That's my point.
Of course
the
not.
Same,
but we're not.
Why is it hard for you to answer? Okay, are you happy that Charlie Kirk got taken out?
Listen, I have spent a good majority of my adulthood.
Are you happy?
No, hold
are
on,
you happy?
Can I answer in fullness? I don't do sound bites.
Are you happy that he got taken out for the things
I take
he
no
said?
joy. I take no joy in that man's death.
Then why is it so hard to answer that?
I just
because y'all grifters.
Huh?
I answered
guys,
it. No,
those of you
align that answer with
look, sir, you have to remember Charlie Kirk is not a politician. He doesn't hold any office. You know, he's on YouTube and online. Hold on.
So what are we talking about?
He is online, right? So it's not like he is going in the back doing stuff. He is debating people. Are you saying you don't know like you don't have the
he fully campaigned for the current administration? What are you talking about?
Just like the one that he did influence 2 shootings that happened in black people. So
really, where?
The church shooting of the Charleston that killed 9 people, and there was a Buffalo shooting that happened in New York where
he's the one. He's the one that
no, he was actually influenced in the manifesto of the 2 shooters.
That's a damn lie. That is a lie. I remember those cases. That's a lie.
Okay.
You know, look, hey, I'm trying to have like an honest conversation here.
You don't know what honesty is.
You guys don't have to lie to kick it, bro. Like, let's have real conversation here. That's all I'm saying. From a conservative, when you came, you started saying Black America have the right to what?
That's not what I said. What I said was one thing that most people who are not foundational to this nation forget is that there is not a people group outside of Native Americans who have been here longer, previous to the foundation of the nation. So our perspective on what America could be and what America should be is based on our 450 years here on this land. And a lot of times people try to devalue and take away from
Blacks
that.
haven't
Hold
been.
on.
You haven't been here for 450 years.
Come on.
The period. No, when they say 400, let me teach you something here that you don't know. The period of the slave trade. That's what the 400 years is. You haven't been here 450 years, sir. It's the period of this Atlantic slave trade. That's how long it's been. Like, that's how long it went on. That period. So different generations were brought back to back.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's what it is. Read a book. Go read a book. Go read a book.
That's fine.
Go read a book.
Say
the
what he
period.
wants to say.
They're talking the period that it. You know, that's how long it's happened. Okay. Yeah. That's how long it's happened.
And
the
I'll still
transatlantic
continue
slave
with my
trade.
point.
So that means this is why it's weird when like the blacks come and tell Africans, "Oh, you didn't come get us. How can they get you?" The period is 400 years. It's been going on. Different generations came and they took them to different places. You know,
we dropped off everywhere.
So you cannot.
Word choice is so important. Word choice is so important. The words that our mind grabs and draws to the front that we use are so important. They tell us so much about our mindset.
Okay.
It does.
I'm gonna go ahead and bow out. Y'all have a good night, but
there we go. You're gonna run too.
Oh no, I'm not running.
No, you're running because clearly you came here. You know, deep in your heart.
Why are you getting upset that he gotta go?
I'm not. You're rejoicing.
Then shut up and let him go.
All right. Show some respect.
That's crazy.
Okay.
You're not showing him respect.
Guys, those of you that are listening, are you guys seeing the behavior? You seeing it, right? I'll let him speak. Go ahead, Warden. Let us know what you're about. We're listening.
What I'm about?
No, tell us. I mean, like, what are you upset about? You know, I mean, somehow you are, because there's something you want to say. You don't have to be afraid.
I just don't like how other black people call other black people just because they don't want to feel empathy evil.
Sir, if I see evil, didn't you see me show the white?
Did they say that they were happy this man died?
Yes.
Oh, please tell me that again, because I didn't hear that.
So you?
Oh, you want to do?
So you have not. So you have not.
So you want to do ad libs?
Do you understand? Hold on.
Okay.
Do you understand that these people I have shown, they have made, even like especially Charleston White, even Tariq Nasheed. He's on Twitter writing. He even made videos. It's not only one video. They did. Hold on. They did back to back and double down. I'm not just telling you something, you know, out of the blue. They even doubled down on this. That's what I'm explaining. So they said that they're so to me, for example, you as a person, right? Why are you so butthurt for me to show what these people are saying and doing? Why are you so butthurt if you are not happy about Charlie Kirk getting deleted? I'm just curious.
I'm just not on the edge of someone who just wants to just blatantly call people evil for whatever reason. Because even there was a pastor that came out and said that he will never support the killing of Charlie Kirk, but he can't support him because he was also an evil person. Because he also knew the stuff.
That pastor is evil.
Oh, he was evil too. Okay,
yes, he is. Because he doesn't know the man's heart. If he knows the Bible tells you cannot judge the man's heart. Then Charlie Kirk said that he was happy that George Floyd was killed. I never heard it.
Oh, you never heard
I have never heard this.
That's interesting.
Sir, look, I can promise you if Charlie Kirk had said that, look, if he had done research,
maybe it would have helped.
Okay, where can I find this video? While we're here, I can just
it doesn't even have to be a video. You can just look it up on Google. You probably fill it up.
Oh,
I'm not the teacher.
So Charlie Kirk is known to make videos, but somehow he's got all these videos except this one.
I didn't say that. Wait, when did I say that?
Okay, I just
See, this
asked
is
you.
what that's my problem right there.
Okay, is
because you just wanna say
there a
things
video?
out
Is
people's
there
mouth.
okay? Is there a video of this?
Yes,
There's a video
but
of it.
I'm not going to do your research, which you
No,
should
no,
already do.
don't worry. I will do it for you right now. You said this video exists, right? Warden, the video exists. What? Okay. What platform is this video on?
Probably have to look on depending on probably.
You know what? You have a very interesting emoji, and this explains quite a bit.
The Call of Duty guy? Are you serious? Is that stupid enough that you have
No,
to
I'm
say
just saying. I'm
the
just saying
emoji
this.
is the Call of Duty
No,
guy?
I'm just saying it's an interesting emoji. That's all.
That's because of the expression that he's giving.
Uh,
I know it's because you don't understand that.
yeah,
Because you
sure.
just want to say it's just the Call of Duty guy.
I just looked here on YouTube. I can't find anything like that.
I know you can't.
I can't find it.
I know.
How come?
Because you're just terrible at doing research.
I just put it on YouTube. There's no video like that. Even look, sir, if there was a video of this, I promise you, Tariq Nasheed among the SEALs, they would put that video out.
I don't give two damns about both those people.
I'm not saying if you care or not. I'm just telling you, if that video existed, they would put it out. They would put it out.
Because how long has it been since George Floyd's death? And we've been seeing George Floyd challenges and George Floyd.
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
But what's that have to do with Charlie Kirk? He didn't do the George Floyd challenge, did he?
No, he didn't. He said it was pretty funny.
What?
He said it was pretty funny.
Oh, you saw that as well in a video?
Actually, I did see that one. That was pretty funny.
Guys, you see what I was talking about?
Oh,
you guys see what I was talking about? So he is let me translate what he's saying. He's saying, because see, it's like when someone is like, oh, I feel bad, I don't want this to happen to him. But when it follows with but, that means he is justifying, saying, yes.
When did I say that?
You don't have to say it like that. But you are using the word. You're trying to attach things to him.
Isn't that the same way that you're trying to attack everybody else?
I'm not attacking anyone. I'm just
showing. But you are,
sir. These people gladly turned on their camera. They turned on their camera.
The same thing could be said. Same thing to you.
Yes, they just like me. They clearly turned on their camera.
Why would you announce that?
Hold on. They turned the camera on and spew these words.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what happened. I'm not making it up. Yes, it's their opinion.
Yes.
Yes, but it's a demonic opinion. That's what I'm saying.
Were they praising the devil or anything while they were doing this?
Hold on. Why do you think somebody? Do you think a normal person who is in connection with humanity will celebrate the demise, will celebrate the death of a man whose only crime is to debate people? Do you think that's normal?
To say that again?
Do you think it's normal to rejoice in the assassination of a man, for simply debating people?
No, I don't think that's good.
All right, that's all I'm asking. I'm not here to put words in anyone's mouth. That's all I'm saying.
You call people evil, sir.
Yes, because of if you rejoice in the death of somebody, that makes you evil.
Yeah, but nobody ever said that they're happy that this man is dead. You keep on putting that word in their mouth.
What world do you exist in?
So you want us to use the white man's logic and say that you just want,
I don't want you to use anyone's logic but your own.
but your own. Okay,
Your own.
interesting.
Yeah. Why would you use somebody else's logic? I'm talking to you. Why are you bringing in the white man?
Because it's just this hypocrisy that I just keep on seeing. That throughout the years,
Did I show a video of a white leftist?
nobody cares about Destiny. He's a white leftist.
Oh, okay.
No, like seriously.
Hold on. Did I show it or not?
Yeah, you did. Of Destiny.
All right. Okay. Then why? What are you talking about then?
Did you show it of like AOC or somebody like that? Of
AOC?
a politician or somebody who's higher up on the stand? Like,
don't worry. Those are coming too.
But you won't because they've already came out.
Sir.
There is no sir in this conversation.
So if the people I showed, did they say these words or not?
The smaller people, yes. You.
Okay, then what's your argument?
It's just a hypocrisy thing I'm saying.
Do you know the meaning of hypocrisy?
Yes. Doing the same
What
thing that another side does and saying that it's okay.
So have you ever seen me say that somebody else deleting somebody else is good, but this other one isn't?
Do you know the history of the other guy that you're defending, saying the goodness of deletion of somebody else's?
We're talking about Charlie Kirk.
I know. That's what
That's
I'm talking
who we
about.
are. So okay, if you said, do I know
He's actually wish he was.
well, tell me, maybe. Okay, hold
on.
Maybe you can help us out. Maybe there's a possibility that I didn't know that he was demonic and evil. Maybe you can teach us here too. Go ahead.
I don't think you care though.
Sir, this is a white person took out a white person. Why are blacks celebrating it?
Because everybody wants them to be this empathetic person. Everybody is expecting them to say, "Oh yeah, this white man's dead." Ooh, yeah, that's not happening.
So your empathy, if the person is not the same race as you, then
I don't care about that part.
Well,
you could be the same race as me.
Sir, when you
be a piece of shit.
Look, when you came up here, that's the first thing you try to defend. And like there's a lot of Africans who don't do the pushback. I would push back. Like, I'm from the black factory. I don't give a damn what you people think. You cannot, you don't own blackness. You do not own it. You must understand this. Get it through your head. You don't own blackness. You see my skin, right? So you're not gonna come and try to explain to me that I have to go along with your sick, twisted mindset because we have the same skin color. There are sick black people. There are evil black people, just as there's evil white people. Evil exists in every race.
So we should just get over it then. We should just get over this whole black thing, basically. We should just all just do whatever it needs to survive.
So does your race dictate your behavior?
I mean, the way it does dictate the behavior, but the way that it has been shown over the years that, oh, the black man ain't no good. Oh, the black man does this. Oh, black man does that. So it's been portrayed that way in media and everywhere. Yes. So I think it molds.
I'm glad you said this. Hold on. I'm glad you said this.
Still trying to finish
hold on. I'm glad you said this. Okay, Warden, what you just said is interesting because if, let's say, you say in the media, this is what they present, right? Do you think what these people are doing in the name of blackness to promote evil, do you think that's helping?
Blackness to promote evil. Who is saying they're promoting evil? The only person I'm hearing that's saying they promote evil is you, sir.
Oh, I'm promoting evil. What kind of evil am I promoting?
No, I said the only person that's saying that they are promoting evil is you.
Oh,
I have never heard this from anybody else.
So
not even white people. That's
so
crazy.
rejoicing in this man dying. Do you don't think that's evil?
You were the only person that's saying they're rejoicing.
What?
You heard me.
No, I didn't hear what you said.
You are the only person saying that these people are rejoicing, and they are saying the complete opposite. Are they not?
Okay, okay. The video they made. What
I saw. We all saw the video.
What is it? Okay, so a person dies, right? And you care. You're saying you don't care about this individual.
You don't have
to. Hold on. Fair enough, right? But why do you feel the need to turn on the camera, snacking, and letting the whole world know how excited you are about this person dying? Is that a normal human behavior? A decent human being? Hold on. See,
who said that they came out and said they were excited?
You know what I've noticed? You know what I've noticed?
I know what I've noticed.
Something I've noticed is the type of people who celebrate the death of people. I wonder.
How far should we go back?
I wonder what kind of homes they were raised in, what kind of society they were raised in. You know, I mean, that should be questionable.
I mean, the man that shot Charlie Kirk was both his family had a great home. So I don't know how that has anything to do with anything.
So you're a sick man.
See that right there? Right there. That told me everything I need to know.
No,
it's because you kept on trying to do that, but as soon as I point that up, it destroyed all that.
You're a sick man.
Really? Explain.
Yeah. No, you're a sick man.
No, I did. Because you're not giving me explanation.
I you know.
So
let me tell you something, sir. Hate is like poison.
Who hates?
You have a lot of hate in you.
Who else I hate?
You hate people. You hate white people.
There it is. You're doing it. Wait, hold on. I never said I hate white people. I have a white girlfriend.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the hell you came up with that one. That's stupid. Don't come with all that bullshit.
Everyone.
You hate white people.
People are listening. They know what they are hearing. The rational people, they heard you.
You try to bring up
you were triggered. Hold on, you were
household as an argument.
Okay, so
and I just showed you another example of how all that it doesn't matter.
Okay, so the 2-parent
that's all BS.
Oh, so that's a lie?
That's BS.
What's BS?
Because I actually know a lot of people who were born in 1-parent households, which is actually single mother.
That doesn't mean.
Oh, it doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean that everybody is doing that. You can look at it. Over 70%, of the black household today are born out of wedlock. They are with single mothers have children. Even black people talk about this.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think that's a good thing?
Did you also hear about how the black fathers are majority in their children's lives?
That's a damn lie.
Ooh, okay. There you go.
Sir, I mean, you act like we don't live here.
I know where you live.
Like you
live
literally
right around the corner from me, sir. It's not new. I don't care.
You literally act like we don't live here, or we don't listen to black women or see them talk about what is happening.
Okay.
That's how you are acting here.
Are statistics and personal experience?
Sir, that statistics matches
real
life. If you don't believe me, go to Walmart and see for yourself. Go to stores, go to neighborhoods.
Walmart? Seriously?
You see,
You
even
brought
you
up
yourself.
Walmart as a
Look,
statistic.
look, even you,
But you brought up Walmart
look,
as a statistic, as an example.
even you ran away from black women. You have a white girlfriend or woman.
Okay. I dated a black one before that one. What are you
Oh,
talking about?
yeah, sell out.
Now I'm a sellout. You're a strange one. You're a real strange one. That's weird.
Stop hating.
How am I hating?
Stop hating.
How? How am I hating? I really want to know how am I hating. Because you're just saying things. Just like those other people, crazy people.
Okay, before we close out, I'm gonna ask you again.
Before we close.
There we go. He ran away. Guys, did you guys see what I was saying? You guys see exactly what I was saying? He was in the chart. He was triggered, completely triggered. I didn't even show you, what here, let me show you. I didn't even show you what, the other guy, DL Hughley, he said. Warden, I see you there. Just a moment. Let me show you. This other guy, what he said. Because
to eulogize means to speak well of. And I wonder what Charlie Kirk would say about Charlie Kirk. Because his death stood in stark contrast to the way he lived and the things he believed and the things he espoused. He often talked about black criminality. He often talked about the high crime rates among black people. He spent his life saying that black people basically were inferior and they were superior. Apparently, he's never met a qualified black person that didn't earn it through merit. They were all set aside in DEI. He spent his life talking about empathy and how it was necessary. He spent his life talking about the necessity of.
So that's DL.
Wait, why'd you cut it off?
I'm just talking. That's DL Hughley, right? So he's saying, because the man talked about black criminals, he is giving you all the different points. So what, black criminals do not exist? Let me show you.
For the preservation of an amendment, a piece.
You're breaking up.
He spent his life categorizing people, strategizing people, and slanting things to present a certain aspect of things. He died forwarding the notion that it's black people who are responsible for gun death. His last words were gang violence. But he wasn't shot. He wasn't shot. We know it was because we know who it wasn't. First off, Charlie Kirk was not assassinated. He was shot.
You guys see that? This is how evil this man is. So he's now making it. So they asked Charlie Kirk a question about mass shooting. So he was asking the guy to specify. Are you talking about trans mass shooters or gang mass shooting? So imagine, just simply, guys, we all see it on the news. How many people get shot in black neighborhoods because of gang activity, gang members shooting each other? This does happen. But here's a guy who doesn't live in that gang infested neighborhood, but he is saying this man needed to be shot, in many words. So he's like, yeah, he got shot. So what? Let's hear more.
The congressmen in Minnesota, they were assassinated because they were shot for their political views. Charlie Kirk was shot. And Charlie Kirk was shot doing the very thing he'd always done, percentage-izing and blaming and minimizing and saying these things are not true. These things, it was his last words were gang violence. But we know who it was because we know who it wasn't. 3 words let you know they weren't black.
There you go. You see, he has to say that to justify his hate. So if he's not a gang member, as far as we know, gangs do exist. We hear about them shooting each other. It's not like it's not made up. It's not like it's been made up. But somehow he is upset that the man just even points it out. You see, Warden, what I was talking about?
No,
Because not all black people are in gangs, right?
Okay.
But you see how somebody like him comes and act like he's defending, but the way he's presenting it, he's making it sound like all black people are gang members.
I did not hear not 1 ounce of that in that whole thing that he just said.
Do black gangs do black gang members exist?
He was talking about.
Hold on, do black gang members exist?
Of course they exist. What are you talking
Do
about?
do they shoot at each other?
Yes, that's what gang
All
members do.
right, okay, then
You just said you made all black people seem like to be gang members.
No, that's not
That's
true.
what you just said,
Sir, I've watched this guy debate several times. So
Yes, sir.
if he talks about trans shooters, is he talking about all white people?
No, you know.
Then why would gangs represent all black people then?
He's not talking about gangs in that sense.
Okay, what sense is he talking about them?
He's talking about different situations that makes up the reason why the gang violence is there. He's saying that the reason
No.
Don't do that.
Hold on.
Don't do that.
DL did not say
I
all
didn't say
that. He
anything
said
about DL.
He's okay. So you said Charlie Kirk made it seem like it's all black people.
Yes, when he's talking about that, it's actually
How did he make that seem to you?
Who? Which one?
You said he makes all black people seem like gang members. So what did he say to make you think that?
He seems no, that doesn't make me think all black people are gang members.
You think
What are you talking about?
exactly? That's what I'm asking you.
He didn't
Because
say anything like that to make it seem
DL
like
here, because you see, when somebody speak like that, you know, he is trying to make it seem like, okay, this guy is disparaging their culture.
No, that's not what he's doing.
What is he doing?
He's saying that the reason that we have gang violence is not because we are black, which Charlie Kirk has said many times.
What did he say it was about?
That is mostly not only including the father out of the home and all that, which doesn't really make any sense and doesn't really do anything. It's also because basically how our culture is. We're more violent, little nitpicks here and there. Little things about how black people are this a little bit more violent, goes after the white people 10 times more.
But he talks about white. He talks about white mass shooters too. That's in fact what those didn't you see? That's
yeah,
what,
but was it including
those are the people that took him out.
Violence? He was talking about if it didn't include gang on gang violence.
He's talking about mass shooters who happen to be white.
When he was shot, though, he's talking about
No. Prior, I have watched many of his debates. Okay, why do you think that community was triggered to do that to him?
What community was triggered to do that to him?
So you don't know who took him out?
Yes, it was a white male, 22, came from college, was raised in a rarely conservative home.
And what community?
What do you mean?
They say
because he
he's
hasn't
not just
really said
white.
anything.
For example, like you could be black, right? But there are blacks who are woke, you know, like there are blacks who are in like that other community, the alphabet community, the T's, right? So the people who are blacks who are in the T community, do you identify as one and the same as them?
No.
Okay, the same thing. So white people also, don't you think, can't you give them the same grace, or you think that all white people agree with each other on everything?
That'd be good if there wasn't the hypocrisy on the other side that was doing that, but I can't really see it like that.
Like what?
Because there's so much deeper than that. Because
Okay.
these mass shootings and stuff like that is just more than just talking, right? There's these groups that are actually getting together, these far right groups that are getting together and doing stuff. It's not just these people just talking that are causing all this.
What are you talking about?
White male shooters, or how the mass shooting stuff.
Well, the argument you were presenting, the reason why I brought that up, I'm just pointing out that Charlie Kirk, is not only speaking about, black gang, like black criminal. He speaks about whites too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so that debunks the reason why you people are upset.
No, that's not.
It debunks it because it's not
that
about
doesn't debunk anything.
Sir, it's not about race. It's about right and wrong. Don't you see it that way?
No, because there's many people that have died that were black, and not only have we been seeing jokes and people have been made fun of them. People
like who?
Charlie Kirk literally trying to get the guy who killed George Floyd, try to get him off. It's like,
that was,
what are you talking about?
Sir, that was in Charlie Kirk. That Ben Shapiro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was Ben. Yeah, Ben Shapiro. And even like Ben Shapiro, I don't think he wanted it. For me, I'm suspicious of that guy.
I don't really like Ben Shapiro.
I think he wants to push that to destroy Trump's presidency.
No, that's Nick.
Because
Floyd.
hold on.
That's
Hear me out. Because think about it. The man just came in, right? And he goes like, "Oh, you should pardon the guy." If that happens, there's gonna be a uprising. People are upset, right? So that's gonna look really bad on Trump. You see what I'm saying? So with what he is involved with, the small hats, they got their things that they are doing in the Middle East. Who is to say, like, he doesn't want to create instability in the streets?
Oh no, actually, I was right. Charlie Kirk did say something about pardoning Derek Chauvin. It's actually on his channel.
Okay, but again,
I'm just saying.
Okay. For example, right? Me personally, it's like I don't have any dog in the fight. Even if they try to help advocate for the man to be released, they still have the right to do this.
Okay.
I mean, like they do.
Okay.
Because that's the country we live in. You don't have to like what the person is advocating for, but it's not illegal. That's what you must know.
Somebody who murdered somebody else?
What?
For advocating on the release of somebody who killed someone? I'm not trying to understand.
He didn't murder George Floyd. That was in a line of duty. That's completely different.
Okay.
It was horrible. like I saw the video, what happened, right? But clearly, you know, that man did not go saying, "Oh, I'm gonna, you know, murder this person." That's not what happened,
Okay.
right? I mean,
That's fine. That's fine. I
right?
understand.
I mean, we all saw the
I
video.
understand. I understand.
But let me ask you something. Why do so? Do you feel so attached to a complete stranger in that way?
Connected to who?
Like George Floyd.
Exact same reason every other person's attached to another person that dies that they don't know. Because literally his death almost destroyed the fucking country.
What is it about him that makes you feel that
It
you
would be
guys
the way that he
like
died.
do you share the same type of spirit, the same type of thinking?
It would be the way that he died.
Okay.
And it's the simplicity of it, right? You throw the
And
guy in the
it
back
was
of
it was
because I was
it was
actually a cop, by the way. I was a
it
cop.
was really sad. And
It was more
horrible.
infuriating than it was sad.
Right. But
this was more
but here's the thing.
law
Like,
enforcement.
for example, for me, if like a stranger dies, right? Sure, you know, it's terrible whatsoever. But to feel the need that you gotta be upset, there's something else making you upset. It's not about the stranger. That's
But
the
can I ask
logic
you
I'm
this
trying to
too?
understand. Huh?
Let me ask you this too. Do you think it was just because he was a black man?
That's what most blacks felt like, yes.
But it wasn't. It was because of the many deaths that we have already been accumulating just because law enforcement just
Really?
doesn't know what they do.
Let's compare how many black people lost their lives in the hands of police versus how many black people take out other black people.
Oh, okay. The black on black crime thing.
Do you not care
Black on black
about
crime.
how come you don't feel the same way about that?
About the black on, I'm actually helping to fix that, but I know it's just black on black crime rhetoric. I already know.
How are you helping to fix that?
Because I'm actually putting more into the community. I'm actually helping people actually
Well,
get
I
up
thought
off
you
their feet.
said I thought you said the community is a myth.
No, I just said just going out and helping people that just don't want to help.
Helping them to do what?
Build
Build what?
community. What do you mean? What do you mean build?
I'm asking. I mean,
what do you build?
I'm asking, like, to build
what
what?
do you build?
Huh?
I don't. What are you supposed to build?
Because you said the community is a myth,
Yeah,
and then now you're
same
talking
black
about you building. What you know? If
But
it's
I'm
a
literally
myth,
saying a black man called
are you
other black people.
you know you're doing mythical building, like a mythical building.
They're probably mythical to you.
You said the word.
Hey, I ain't saying mythical at all. I'm saying I'm building something.
You said the community thing is a myth.
Yes, the
Myth
black
meaning
community
it doesn't
doesn't know.
exist, right?
Yes,
So then, how can you build
but
a
which black
community?
community am I talking to?
Hold on.
Let's
How can you
get
build?
anal about it.
Wait,
Let's
how
get
can
anal
you
about it.
build? How can you build a community that doesn't exist? You said
Let's
it
be anal
yourself.
about it though. I ain't
Huh?
talking about just all black communities. What black community am I talking about?
So when you wrote that,
Because
it's a
are you
myth.
African?
Okay, when you said black community is a myth, what does that mean?
I would say the global black community at this point.
Oh Jesus. Okay, let's bring in Atcha. Atcha, welcome to the Afridamus report. Jesus. Now it's the global black community. All right.
Hey, you're
What's
African.
up,
You can say
man? What's
black
up?
people
What's up?
either. I don't know
Atcha,
what to say.
welcome to the Afridamus report.
Yeah, yeah. You
Ain't
just
like
do
that
shows
to me.
once a week, I guess, huh? Is it?
No, you know, I've just been my hands have been tied, but you know, I want to come on the regular like I used to do, you know,
I
non-stop.
see.
There's a lot of things happening in the world. You know, I want to be able to help people like Warden and others. bring the information. I'm hoping to reach him. He sounds like a nice guy. He's probably just, brainwashed by Tariq and others, but I'm doing my part here.
Wait,
Go
didn't
ahead.
I just say I hate Tariq?
Yeah, the thing is though, Arpadarmas, man, to
Whatever.
me,
Okay.
the main thing you gotta figure out is not if you gotta figure
Whatever.
yourself first. You gotta
Sorry,
figure out where you are wrong
you're breaking.
more
Go
than
ahead.
worrying about when someone else is wrong.
Sorry, go ahead. You say
I
what?
think it's more important to figure out when you're I think it's more
What
important to figure out when you're wrong than when other people are wrong.
what am I wrong about?
I'm not necessarily saying, well, if I was to give a critique, I would say that sometimes it seems kind of a little one-sided. Like you're trying to find fault. I don't even ever want to say that. It just seems
Well,
a little one-sided
that's
sometimes,
what
you know.
if you this is why if it was one-sided, right? Have you
Mhm.
watched Tariq Nasheed? See, Tariq show
Yeah,
that's
well, I don't agree
one-sided.
with
Wait,
Tariq
wait, wait.
at
Hold on,
all.
hold on, hold on. No, I'm just giving you an example. That's one-sided. He
Mhm.
comes, he gives a narrative. You know, he doesn't allow the
Mhm.
people to speak. I present what the news is, what's happening, and I open the line just like you're here. You're, you're free to give your point of view, and I'm not stopping you from talking. It's not one-sided. Like, what am I wrong about today?
You
Acha,
want
can
me
you
to
hear
go
me?
out? You
No,
want me to
Acha.
go out?
No, not you, Ward. No, Acha, I gotta answer this. What am I wrong about today?
Well, on this particular topic, right? Like first, let me say what happened to the brother, what happened to Kirk, man, it's wrong, man. That shouldn't have happened like that, you know. I don't agree with a lot of things he pushed, a lot of ideas he had, but I don't think that should have been what happened to him, right? Now,
Do you think it's
I think that
demonic for people to celebrate his demise?
I would not say it's demonic because again, I expect human beings to react like that because
But it's not.
only
So humans don't act demonic sometimes.
yes, they do, but why I wouldn't say it's demonic, right, is because if I say it's demonic for them to act like that, I'd have to say a similar thing about Charlie Kirk, in a sense, right? Because the medical reports came out, for instance, on George Floyd. They said George Floyd was killed by the force on his neck. Yes, he had a heart disease. Yes, he had drugs in his system. But the medical examiner said that that didn't cause his death. He would have been
Well,
alive if it wasn't for that stuff on his neck, right?
there's
Kirk
two.
now
There's two. There's two.
dismiss.
There's the autopsy where you can see it says George Floyd had
Mm.
fentanyl.
That's funny.
He was high on fentanyl.
That's funny.
Do you know what
Yes, but people are
fentanyl?
hot.
What fentanyl?
Yes,
Hold on.
brother. But brother,
Look. The
brother, I know what
decision, right?
fentanyl is.
Okay. For example, right? I watched an entire video
Mm-hmm.
of him, not just that 8 minutes where he was in the
Mm-hmm.
car. He asked the officer to take him out and stuff,
Mhm.
right? The decision that officer made,
Mm-hmm.
if that were me, I wouldn't do that. To me, like, it was a
Mm.
terrible decision on his
Interesting.
part, because the truth is, yes, the man was high and he had COVID, you know. He had, I
Okay.
mean, go read up, right? He had COVID as well. His decision
Mm.
to to
Mm.
take him out of that car,
Lovely.
to take him out of the
Mm.
car, to lay him down, I think that was a terrible, terrible
Mm.
decision,
Line of duty.
right? He should have, if that were
Mm.
me, I would have just, seeing his condition, I would just call, the ambulance to come. I would not engage him like that. I wouldn't have. You know, like, don't get me wrong, that guy, like, truly, like, that was a big time asshole move.
But
I'm not gonna, like, I'm not sitting here supporting that officer.
You kind of are.
Yeah. Like, I'm not, that's not what I'm doing. I want you to understand this. That was messed up what he did. Because clearly you can see, like, the guy is like, hi, you already got control of him. You know, he's in the car. I don't care. Like, he could be like, take me out. No, just, you know, like, you can see his condition, you know, unless you an asshole like he was, you know, that's the only way you would act like that. So I'm not sitting here saying that Chauvin is not an asshole. I mean, but do I believe that he did it to kill him? I didn't think so. But he should have known better.
No better.
Yeah, he should have known better. But that still, you know, doesn't negate, you know, the fact, because the people that turned on him, the Minnesota, you know, mayor and all those people, they used it as a political leftist thing. Because in their own manual, you know, that training, they train the cops. Look, I used to be an officer. I know that move. They train even myself, you know, to control somebody like that. It looks like, you know, you are on the person's neck, but no, it's, you know, the shoulder up, you know, the neck, you know, it's not directly on the person's neck. So that was a bad decision. It was a terrible decision for sure. And I will not be anybody that would go and fight and say, oh, release Chauvin. He made a decision that day, you know, and it turned out deadly. Right. So I'm not here to argue about that. I just want to make that point clear.
Are you watching the video?
Huh?
Is this dude watching the video?
Who's watching the video?
I can hear it in the background.
No. Acha, are you the one watching the video?
No.
Okay, Acha, go ahead, finish your point.
So my point is to say all that is that he himself, in dealing with that topic, shows a bit. He doesn't bring up the medical examiners. I looked up some stuff, and from all I can find, the medical examiner said it wasn't the overdose that killed him. It was that restraint, right? And so instead of following
they did two autopsies.
Right. And as far as I can see, I could be wrong, but as far as I could see, they mentioned that he had this stuff in his system, but they said that's not what caused his death. Because plenty of people are walking around. You pass people probably on fentanyl every day.
Right.
You might work with people on fentanyl that got fentanyl
Yeah,
and meth and all that stuff in the system.
But it depends on how much.
Yes,
how
but
much
they
took.
Afrodamus,
because you know that fentanyl.
One second, Afrodamus. 1 second. The facts of the matter is, you are not a medical professional.
Yeah, that's why I read the report. That's why I went by the report.
1 second, brother. Well, pull it up and show it me where it says that fentanyl killed them. Then I'll roll it, whatever you guys say.
Candace Owens made a documentary
brother,
about
it. from what I saw, she is not a medical professional. So unless she's gonna bring up the documentation,
she has it in her documentary,
brother.
And you can read this online too.
And this is what I said from my beginning.
Gotta love it.
The
But
first thing we
see,
got, the first,
Acha.
one second, brother, one second, brother. The first thing we got to determine is when we are wrong. If
So,
you can't determine
but,
when you are wrong, that
well,
means you're going to keep going wrong
no,
until
but what am I
disaster
wrong about?
happens.
But what am I wrong about?
You are not a
Oh,
medical professional. The medical professionals, from what I found, said
Well, I told you what
they
I told you what
no,
I
because he
saw
laughing.
as well. That's no, I'm not laughing, sir.
the
Hold on,
medical
sir. No,
professionals, from what I saw, did not say
they
that the fentanyl
hold on,
killed him.
Acha,
He did not die from an
Acha,
overdose. The
Acha.
bottom line is, if Charlie Kirk is running with that narrative, he is showing callousness.
I'll do a
And
show
so,
on. Hold on,
and so,
I'll do a show on this. Wait,
okay,
I
that's
will
fine.
do. Wait, I will do
Mhm,
a show on
mhm,
this. You know,
mhm,
I will make sure I look for both. You know, both of them.
mhm.
You know, and present it. I am not sitting here telling you that, you know, I'm giving you my own opinion. I've given you my opinion on what happened on that day.
Look,
I don't care. Look, I don't care about what they wrote, you know. I'm going
and you
by.
see,
Hold
that's
on,
the
hold on.
point right there.
Give me a
That's
minute.
the
Let me
point
finish.
right there.
Hold
That's
on,
the point right there.
hold on,
You
Acha.
just said,
Hold
I don't
on,
care about the facts.
hold
I
on.
don't care about
Let me
what's true.
finish. Let
I
me
want to
finish.
push my
No,
own
no, no, no,
narrative.
no, no,
That's what
no.
you just said.
Hold on. I'm speaking on opinion
Oh,
on this one here, right?
Oh my
What
God. Come on,
I've
man.
given my opinion
Oh
that
my
it's so
God. I
cool.
don't want to hear your
hold on,
opinion.
hold on,
It's
Your
so
opinion
cool.
hold
doesn't
on, hold on,
matter.
let me finish.
Your,
Let me
when
finish.
he went to
It's so cool.
trial, a
Hold
jury
on.
of his peers convicted him for
But you
killing
gotta
the
let me
dude.
finish though. You gotta let me finish. What I'm saying is what he Chauvin,
Mm,
my
mm,
opinion, what he did there,
mm.
I don't care how high he was. That was a wrong move. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You already got control of the guy. You put him in the car,
Mhm.
right? You know that he's high. Why would you take him out to put your knee on him? You see how big he is? You already got control of him. Why would you take him out of the car?
Good question.
And why when he's saying he can't breathe, you don't get up off him?
Um,
So they don't.
Again, that was all bad.
Mm.
You
And
know that was all bad. But and also what they thought,
Afrodamus,
they said
I,
if you can talk, it means you can breathe.
Afrodamus, I agree with
Is
you
this
that
true?
it's Afrodamus, I
Mhm.
agree with you that it's all bad.
Yes, it's bad.
All I'm saying, right,
Mhm.
is that when you look at who, if something happens, you cannot expect 100% of the people are going to be sympathetic to whatever you're going through.
That's not what
There's
I'm
going to be
saying.
there's going to be a certain percentage of people that are sympathetic, just like I came on here. I
No,
said,
it's
what
not about
happened to him?
sympathy. Look. I look, sympathy and all that's playing God, you know. But why would you feel the need to turn on a camera and rejoice? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not here to.
Brother,
I'm that.
brother.
I'm just showing. Hold on. That's demonic.
One second, Afrodamus. You have your right of free speech to say that it's demonic. That's fine.
It
I have
is
no problem with you saying it's demonic. All I'm saying is that there is going to be people who take
demons.
the opposite view to you. You
Yes,
can view them
people
as
who are
demons,
demons.
and that's fine. I'm saying I won't say they're demons. I will just say they're misinformed. I would not recommend anyone
Acha,
does that. That makes no
acha,
sense. But
acha,
at the
acha. Let me
same
ask you
time,
this, acha.
one second, brother. At the same time, the individual himself said some stuff and did some stuff that people, those same people, would consider demonic and against them. You see what I'm saying?
So
But I'm all
He's
fine
the
with
only
him
one saying
saying
it.
whatever he wants to say because we live in a free country. He has the freedom of speech. And I know from American history and world history, there have been plenty of people that have had wrong ideas that went on stage and proclaimed these ideas to the world, and those ideas got defeated over time. That doesn't mean they'll always get defeated,
All right.
but historically they have been.
Okay,
In
let me
America,
ask
I
you.
was just
Let
reading
me make
about a
it
guy.
simple. Hold on. Let me make it simple. You're making it too long. So you say that to say what?
I say that to say I expect human beings to do wrong things. I
Of
expect
course,
them to do right things.
but
And
that
so
doesn't mean.
I do not
So
pick out
do
a few
humans?
people. I do not pick out a few people and say, "Oh, you know," and then to blow that up. That's what Tariq does. He finds a
Oh,
couple of immigrants and he blows that stuff out of
so
proportion.
what am I? What have I blown out of proportion today?
Okay.
By you're blowing up out of proportion the reaction to Charlie Kirk's death. The
I just
vast
presented.
majority of people, the
Sir,
vast majority.
sir.
Go ahead.
Hold on. I just
Everybody has an
presented.
agenda.
I presented. These few here, because the fact of the matter is, I truly believe that no decent human being who is in connection, real contact with reality, will rejoice in the demise of a man just from what you don't like what he
Well,
said.
no decent human being would rejoice in the death of someone who died from getting kneeled on.
So,
You
Actually,
see
I
what I'm
was
saying?
Breonna
And that's
Taylor.
what some of these guys were doing in a
yeah,
sense.
no, we're talking about Charlie Kirk.
No decent human being would assume that because a black pilot is on a plane, he's DEI.
All right, let me
Who
answer that.
decent would do that?
I've watched that. He talked about DEI. He said, because we've all heard, even Biden, all these
No
people.
decent
Hold on,
human
hold on,
being.
hold on, hold on. Let me
No.
finish. Let me finish. They were talking. I've heard this topic about the DEI. He is saying that he was saying, because he's no longer with us. He said, this DEI thing, is not good for black people. He said because they are making, when they give the position because of your skin color, the DEI is going to make people think that black people that have these positions would, even if they are qualified, people would look at them as if that's what they got. Even myself here, right? Back then it was affirmative action. In the force, this one white guy, he says to me, one day he was like, "Oh, I bet you got in because of affirmative action." I was like, "Excuse me?" Because to enter.
Let me
Hold on. At
ask.
the time, the requirements. I was there with him. We took the exams together. We did the physicals, and I reminded him. I was like, "Dude, I blew you out of the water." I was like in the top 3. I was like, "So if there's affirmative action, it's you." But the reason why the guy was able to say this, imagine because there's blacks, promoting this, so now all black people, people will start looking at them with
Let
that
me ask you a
eye.
question,
So
Alfredamus.
that's true.
Let me ask you a question, brother.
Yeah.
When you were going for that position, and the guy
Yeah.
made an assumption that you're a DEI, how
No,
many people?
affirmative
How
action. That
many?
was before. Yeah.
You're right. Affirmative action? Same thing. How many black people were in that position or at that job? Were there a lot of black people, or just a few,
Oh,
or none?
it's government job. Blacks, there are black people there, obviously. But again, that did not stop the guy from saying this. You know why he was able to say this? Because he have that belief, so that's what Charlie Kirk was talking about. He said, when they promote this, they make it, now it's gonna seem like all black people, even that have the position, people would see them as DEI. For example, like Kamala, right? Kamala. What's his name? The guy
Biden.
that was the Biden. It's on TV. He said he's picking her because she's black, and Katanji Brown too, the same thing. And they both hold on. They both speak like the people, you know, because they both do.
Afrodamas, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Are you kidding me right
But
now?
Biden
Are you,
said it though.
brother?
Did Biden say this?
Brother, are you
Wait,
joking right now?
wait,
Are you
Acha,
are you making
hold
jokes?
on, hold on,
Tell me
Acha.
something.
Did Biden say it?
Wait, 1 second, brother. 1 second. Are you trying to make me laugh or something right now, man?
Hold
Are you
on,
telling me jokes?
Acha.
Made me laugh.
Answer this. All right, hold on. Are you trying to say what I'm saying is not true? Biden did not say this.
Listen to what I'm saying. This is what
He
I'm saying.
openly said this. Do you know how bad that is?
This is what I am saying. I'm gonna make it clear.
Did he say it or not?
Kamala Harris, right? For
Yeah.
instance, was elected DA of San Francisco. She was elected Attorney General of the largest state in the United States of America.
Well,
Then
she's
she was
still
elected by the people of that state to the Senate. He had more qualifications
okay.
than even
But
Obama.
all right.
So if
Okay.
he picks her,
Wait.
one second,
You
Afrodamas,
said Kamala has more qualification than Obama. Are you
Obama.
sir? What are you smoking? Are you
Brother, she
what?
has more qualifications.
Come on. What world do you like? Kamala has more qualification than Obama. Are you kidding me?
Afrodamas, how did
That's what she
Obama get to the
does.
presidency?
Do you
How
even
did Afrodamas, how
look?
did Obama get to the
Look,
presidency? What positions did he hold prior to getting to the
sir,
presidency?
sir, Obama came as a senator, right, from Chicago.
Okay, Kamala was a senator. Kamala was a senator.
And let me tell you,
Illinois, by the way, not Chicago.
hold on. We all watched Obama, right? Ran his campaign and Kamala. I can't even believe you would compare Obama and Kamala. Are you kidding me?
Afrodamas.
Look, I'm not a fan of Obama. Hold on. I'm not a fan, but I'm not gonna let you do this to him.
Afrodamas, we're not comparing campaigns.
Nah.
We're not comparing campaigns.
Intelligence. Okay, let's talk about their intelligence. Are you saying Kamala is more intelligent than Obama?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Then what is it?
By the way, Kamala did not run a bad campaign. Now, we're not comparing campaigns.
That's why she lost terribly.
What I'm comparing is positions in government. Kamala held more positions in government.
Was she DEI or not?
She was not.
Then why did Biden say?
And by the way, DEI.
Why did they?
Hold on.
Let me shut this down. Keep talking. Let me pull this because Biden clearly said that he picked her because she's black.
Afrodamas, you're throwing a red herring right now. What I'm saying to you is affirmative action and DEI does not mean you're not qualified. You have the qualifications.
If you're picked because you're black.
Afrodamas, do you think the FAA is just going to be given, just go pull somebody off the street? Here, you're a pilot, go fly a plane. You think that's how it works?
Look.
You think that's how it works?
Let me ask you.
You think they just hand out
Hold on,
licenses?
let me ask you.
Be trained.
Okay, let me ask you this. If you go to the airport, you know, you're about to fly, you know, and it's like all black flight crew, like soul plane. You're gonna fly that plane?
I've been on those planes before. I've flown internationally. I've been on planes where it's just black people on the plane, pilots flying.
No, I'm talking the pilot, everybody. The pilot, people flying the plane.
I've been on those flights where it's black pilots only, black stewardesses only.
Are they older? Are they older?
Young people, old
no,
people.
I don't believe it.
Brother, fly to Jamaica.
Look.
Fly to the Caribbean. Fly to Africa.
Are these Jamaicans?
All black anything is impossible to Africa.
Are these,
and that's a racist idea. You're racist, essentially.
look. Let me tell you how I would do it. For
DEI
example,
does
if
I
not,
it's
agree with you.
Thomas, let
look.
me explain
Hold
something.
on, hold on. Let me
DEI
finish.
does
Let
not
me
mean
finish.
you are not qualified. You have
Hold
the
on, hold
qualifications.
on, hold on. Let
Look,
me tell you.
Ketanji Brown Black Jackson is the first black woman on the
Look,
Supreme Court.
look,
The
Acha,
first black woman on the Supreme
Acha,
Court. She is
I
Acha. Just
qualified.
apologize.
because.
She
Hold
is
on,
qualified. She
hold
went
on,
to
Acha.
college. She got an
Oh,
education. She was a federal judge, all this stuff right up through the line. And she just got appointed to the bench. She got more qualifications than Clarence Thomas.
okay.
She
Acha,
has
let
more
me
and he's
say
on
this.
the bench. Is
Let
he
me
a
say this.
DEI?
Hold on. Let me say this. If the pilots, if this were like black, older black, I would trust it. Okay, but not the DEI era. I'm sorry.
And that's your right to not trust it. But
Yeah,
all I'm saying to you,
yeah.
these people
If
are
it's
qualified.
older
Nobody
blacks,
just handing out no pilot license.
older black people, you know, sure, then I would know like these people because they get scrutinized big time. They go through the hoops and you gotta be super qualified, right? Then I
Man.
trust that. But not these new ones that I'm seeing. I'm sorry.
You have
You
to
know,
understand, actually, he's going through his
look,
uncle
even
West
I
phase.
remember like even when I was a kid, right? When I was a kid, I have flown in a plane. Ghana Airways. Back then, Ghana had a airways. I remember as a kid, they brought me, to the cockpit to see inside, to meet the pilots and everything, to inspire me.
Yeah, I've done all
They
that
were,
too, Alfred
yeah,
I've
I've
done
done
that.
that.
Yes,
Like
yes.
when I
Okay,
was a
good. I've done
kid,
it too.
right?
Yes,
Like
I've
when I
done
was
that
a
too.
kid.
Yeah. I get you.
Okay, I understand that. But if they are telling you, for example, Biden literally said, "Oh, he's only gonna pick a black woman," and then all of a sudden, Kamala changes her race from Indian to black. You see what I'm saying?
And
This
that's not
happened.
true.
Really? Is Kamala black?
Kamala has done more black stuff than most black people. She first and
Is she
foremost
black?
born in, yes,
She came out and says that she is black.
she's black
Oh, jeez.
and
And then she
Asian.
came
Sir,
out and said
She's
she's
sir,
two
Indian.
things.
I literally did a show here. I played it. Kamala herself was talking about she's Indian. She
Have you
literally,
And
played the
she is
part where she
Indian.
said she's
She
black?
is Indian.
yeah.
Have you played the parts where she says she's black?
She is Indian.
I played the whole video.
She's Indian and black.
And
Just
so
like
you
if
chose.
you're gonna be white and black. You can be Mexican and black.
So you
You can
nitpick.
be all kinds of stuff on black.
You
Look,
just
just because
nitpick.
you're shouting, that
You can be
doesn't mean you're
Eskimo and
correct.
black.
Look.
You can
Here's
be
the thing.
Asian and black. You
Look,
can be whatever
look,
and
Actually,
black.
calm down. It ain't even worth it anymore. Just
look.
calm down.
If
We already
Biden,
know who we dealing with.
for example, Katanji Brown doesn't even know what a woman is. Okay, she don't even know it. And if somebody, I don't give a damn. You can be as black as the ace of spade. Okay, if someone is like, oh, I'm picking this person because they are black, I can't trust that. Like that doesn't mean I'm saying black people are not qualified. They are qualified black people.
I don't, even if he said he's picking a black woman, he's not saying she's not qualified. He didn't just go find
Is
any black
Kamala was
woman.
Kamala was Kamala qualified? Is
He
Kamala
picked,
qualified?
what did I just tell you earlier? She's more qualified than Barack Obama. He's more
we would.
qualified than George W. Bush. I mean, he was a governor, so I'll
You
give him
act like
that.
no, she's not. Look. You act like we here.
She's more
Look,
qualified than a
sir,
lot of people that
sir,
have held that position.
sir.
I'm
Let me
telling
tell
you.
you, sir. I'm literally a Kamala Harris expert. You see, Zongo even confirmed it. Kamala claimed to be Indian. I don't know why you guys are trying to race hustle
Look,
to,
I
to
don't
pull people
But we're
into
care.
your
not.
race.
Look, she
She
went to a
literally came
historical.
out and said she's black too. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
she did. I've heard
Okay.
it. And
Yeah.
I
everybody, but
know it's because he just wants to nitpick. That's
the
all they
same
want to
video
do.
they were telling me she didn't say it is the same video she said it in, that she's black.
Yeah.
They just don't
Yeah.
care.
She went to
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
HBCU,
Look, I get it. Look,
member of black organizations,
They just
born in
don't care.
Oakland, a black city.
Richard Dolezal also went to HBCU. What does
See?
that
They just don't
show?
care.
Her sister, you seen Kamala's sister?
Yes.
Darker than her, married to a black man. I don't care. Even if she, whatever.
They're
Check
a
this
dark
out.
Indians.
Ketanji Brown Jackson, right?
They're a dark Indians.
Harvard
Don't you know that?
University, a bachelor's and a Juris Doctor, right?
Look,
Then she went to the United States
look.
Sentencing
This is how I
Commission.
know. This is
Then
how I
she
know
goes
you
to the
don't know.
District
You
Court
know how I
in the
know you
District of
don't know?
Columbia. Then she goes to the Court of Appeals and then to the Supreme Court.
That's
What are
all
you telling
affirmative
me?
action, DEI. Okay.
So that means she should
Because
go to
Kamala,
college,
because
get a
look,
lawyer's degree, and not get any job.
how many
Because any job she
look,
gets, you think is a DEI job.
look, let me
Crazy.
tell you. Look, Kamala has two things that was going on for her. Okay. It's not the brain, her beauty and pretending to be black. That's it.
Since when pretending to be black get you that far in this country?
Kamala pretended to be
Since
black.
when being black gets you that far in this country?
Rachel Dolezal pretended to be black. She became a chap.
But everybody knows
NAACP,
she's
who's
white.
that?
Hold on, I can tell. Hold on, let me continue. Hold on,
What are you talking about?
hold on. Let me tell you.
You bring up Rachel,
Hold
but
on.
everybody
You
knows she's
asked me.
white.
Jokes,
Hold
man.
on.
I swear, man. You just
Hold on, let me
trolling, bro.
tell you. Let me
No,
tell you.
I already told you. This is what they
on.
want to do. I said
Hold
don't
on.
take them seriously.
Hold on.
You trolling, man. You trolling, man.
Hold on. Rachel Dolezal pretended to be black, and she was the head of the NAACP chapter
A black
in Spokane.
organization. And
Hold on. Then the blacks got jealous and stuff. So, not her, her family. They hated her. Her white family came out and snitched on her, right?
Her family.
Then since the blacks were mad, now guess what? Rachel Dolezal now became a Nigerian. She changed her name to what was it? Ndechi. Wait, she got a name.
So how you feel that Rachel Dolezal
Ndechi, her name is now. Hold on, somebody wrote it. Hold on. She stopped being black. She stopped being black.
They don't care.
Hold on. She stopped being black, and now she became Yoruba. Her name is Ndechi something. Right?
Her African name is
that means she more black. She more black than many black people. She wants to be in the culture. Hey,
yes, hey,
she wants
he
to
probably
ride.
know
Let her
African
ride,
too.
man.
He probably know African.
So why aren't you accepting the same thing as what Kamala is doing? Look, I watch Kamala cooking. Look, we have proof she was cooking curry on screen. What are you talking about, sir? I watched this.
So what did I cook curry?
We cook curry.
Black
What are
people
you
can't
talking
cook
about?
curry. What's wrong with you, bro?
It's curry chicken. Are you
all right, man? Are you
You're
trolling me
an
right now?
intelligent decline. What are you talking about?
Are you all right, man? Are you
That's
trolling me
funny.
right now, man?
That shit is hilarious.
So
it's
That's
food. You can
funny.
cook anything. You don't see them white folks on cooking all them cooking shows, food TV and all that, cooking
Curry
all kinds
chicken.
of stuff. They cooking
Curry
curry chicken. They
is
cooking
crazy.
everything.
Look,
That's
You
crazy.
ain't tell the white folks don't cook that stuff. You
I'm
cook whatever
guessing.
you want. This is America.
Acha, I'm guessing you have not watched my Kamala show.
Brother, I've seen stuff on Kamala. The bottom line is Kamala was qualified. That's the bottom line.
Qualified to.
She had education.
Yeah.
She was elected 3 times from her state. DA of San Francisco, statewide elections. You know how hard it is to win a statewide
affirmative
elections?
action votes.
So affirmative action, and you get voted by millions of people in this largest state in the country.
We also
with the largest population,
They don't
and
care
then
about
went to
none
the
of that.
Senate, and then went to the Senate.
They don't care about none of that.
Barack Obama went to the state house of Illinois, and then a senator for 1 term, straight to the presidency.
You know what that shows?
Kamala did
because
more than that.
Because Obama is smarter. That's why.
That's how she won.
Look.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Have you ever, even the white people that you speak of, have you ever
This is a
seen
white
them?
man in black.
Hold on. Have you ever seen them put affirmative action or DEI with Obama's name in the same sentence? Have you ever seen that? I've never seen that. Come on.
Obama was there. Trump was asking for Obama's grades. You forgot that?
Yes,
Trump was saying, "Where's his grades?" Just implying that he didn't do well in school. That's what he was implying. They were saying Obama wasn't born in America.
Look,
The
Look,
man brought out his birth certificate. They still didn't believe.
here's what I'm
They said the
saying,
guy
right?
was a communist. They said the dude was trying to kill grandma.
Look, here's the thing.
All kinds of
They,
disparaging things
like,
about the guy.
look,
Said the
look.
guy's wife was ugly. Said she looked
Well,
like a
that's
man.
that's an
They still
opinion.
saying Michelle Obama's not even a woman.
Well, I mean,
Huh? What are you
hey,
talking about?
look, I'm not gonna go there, but what I'm gonna say is Obama.
Alfredamus, man, I'm telling you, man, you gotta be
Look,
trolling me, bro. I swear, man.
look, actually, I know you're getting all worked up, but can
I'm not
you
worked up at all, man.
Answer
This
that
stuff's
ain't
funny to
going,
me,
bro.
bro. I
Don't get
swear, this
yourself
stuff's
too.
funny to me,
Don't
bro.
go get yourself too worked up. These
so
people
Acha, how
are
do you
serious.
think? You said Michelle Obama is not attractive though. Man, let's be real. That's what
I think Michelle Obama looks
Who said
fine.
that?
somebody wrote that
Wait,
in the
what?
chat. Did you
Look,
see that?
that's just people's opinion. Everybody got a right to their own opinion. That's his opinion. I think she looks all right.
Okay.
Hey, they like her. That's
You know what I mean? I think Michelle Obama looks good, man. I don't give that's his opinion. I
if
mean,
they
hey,
like it, they like it.
to
If you
each his
don't,
own, man, you know.
just leave it.
Look, I'm
Why
not the
you gotta
one.
be so
Look,
hateful?
I'm not the one saying it. I'm not gonna be
Yeah,
looking at
but you
another.
pointed
Look,
it out.
I'm not gonna look at another man's wife and speak on whether she's beautiful or not. That's not what
You
I
did.
do.
You
Okay,
just did it.
like yeah,
Oh,
that's I would never, you know, um, go into that. Okay, I mean Michelle Obama is beautiful enough for Obama. That's why he married her. So it don't matter what
wait,
somebody else.
didn't you just get on me about black not dating a black woman, but you want to make fun of black women?
Who did?
You just said that Michelle
Not
Obama
me.
ugly.
No, that look at the chat. Somebody wrote that. See that?
Yeah, they said Michelle's attractive, and if
No.
she, yeah,
He said
Michelle
Michelle.
Obama's not attractive though, man. Let's
Right.
okay, that's your opinion. If you
Yeah.
don't like it, you don't like it.
Man,
I
you
don't
are
go out of
looking.
my way to say that a woman is
You
ugly.
you see how Warden. I see how you are. You are fishing to try to put this on me.
I ain't fishing to do nothing.
You try to say, if I didn't show this, you are gonna probably go tell people, oh, Afridama said Michelle Obama is not.
Hey, if you want to call her whatever you want, I'm just saying that I don't have the.
Look, I'm not here to
Don't call
badmouth.
people ugly just
Look,
because,
I never badmouth anyone. Okay, I just speak
sir.
the truth.
Sir, do we have to go back to the early parts of this stream?
What did I say that
That you
shows
want
that
to call people like Amanda Seals evil? Like,
look, Amanda
is
Seals
that
is not
considered
evil.
bad mouthing people?
Wait, she is not evil for what she did.
I mean, did
Celebrating
she kill?
celebrating a
She
man's
didn't kill
death.
Charlie Kirk herself.
No, what I'm saying.
Nor did she celebrate
Look,
his death.
what?
But I'm just confused. I'm just trying to
Look,
understand.
but that's.
Let me
I
ask
mean,
you a question, by the way.
yeah.
When the guy Pelosi was beat up with the hammer, you
Paul
had people
Pelosi.
laughing. You had people laughing about him
It was
almost getting
wrong.
killed.
It was wrong.
They
You
didn't
see what I'm
think that.
saying?
Yeah, it's
Right
terrible.
now, then you had like two senators.
Terrible in
You
Minnesota.
had
Yeah, that's
in
terrible too.
Minnesota, they get shot.
Yeah,
You had
if
people making
anyone,
all kinds of
they
disparaging comments
if they
about that,
if they
saying how the governor
if
had.
they if they celebrate it, they are evil too. It's
Well,
not like I'm sitting here,
Okay.
making an exception. No, that's
Okay.
still that's evil.
Okay.
It's like
All
it's
right, we
not
hear
just
you. We hear you
yeah.
loud and clear, Alphabemus.
Oh yeah,
all right,
that's
well, that's
terrible.
good then.
Like
That's good. That's
yeah,
good.
those are they are human beings. My whole point is, it don't matter if you disagree, but like hey,
Kung Fu.
Then
If I
then
was
then
the
when they're
nephew of
calling
Nat
when they're
Turner, this
calling
would
them
be extremely different.
what's that?
This person, like Warden, is the nephew of Nat Turner. You know how idiotic that sounds.
Well, maybe they observe something. Who knows?
No, it's not different as he died during the slave revolt.
No, Nat
Like,
Turner is in the chat here. You've never met Nat Turner?
no, I'm not interested in anybody in the chat.
No, there's a guy here named Nat Turner. He looks like the former president of Ghana,
I
Nana Akufo.
don't care about that.
Yeah. So Nat Turner claims he's Indian, but we suspect he's from Ghana. He's hiding. But yeah, that's who he's talking about.
Well, I'm not Indian. I don't know who that is. I don't care.
Yeah, Nat Turner is like one of my,
That's
haters.
strange. It's just strange for somebody to just bring it up. It's just weird.
But okay, Acha. So
Mm.
before we leave, do you support? Do you agree that it's evil to celebrate someone's death?
I mean, if you put me on the spot, I would say probably yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I wouldn't
I
agree
mean,
with
I'm
that.
not
You know what I
asking you about Dr. Mangala,
mean? That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
who
yeah,
was
yeah.
experimenting on children and human
Yeah, yeah,
beings.
yeah,
And
yeah.
There's
that's not
people
what
like Hillary.
like
I
that.
would say I wouldn't call it evil, like I said. I just don't want to use that kind of word because I
It's
feel
not evil.
like
Okay,
I feel like people. I feel like
what about demonic?
I
You can't
wouldn't
really
want to
say
use that
demonic either.
either because, like I said already,
What would you
if I
use?
if I look at Charlie Kirk's
What word would you use?
why I'm saying that, if I look at Charlie Kirk's body of work, I can also
He did
find
great. He
things
did great
that
work.
he I mean,
Who?
his positions, right? Because you see, the thing is, right, Afrodamus, some people need people to spell things out for them. They can't read between the lines. You see what I'm saying?
Elaborate.
Because someone, like, there was a guy, Lee, I think
Lee
it's called Lee Atwater.
Harvey Oswald.
No, Lee Atwater. Lee Atwater. I think it's Lee Atwater. I think he worked for Reagan or something. And there was a quote from him, right? And he says, first you start out saying N word, N word, N word, right? And by the 1950s or some period like that, I'm kind of paraphrasing here. You can't say N word no more. You got to say things like states' rights, forced busing. But at the end of it all, the black people are getting hurt more. And so I'm not saying that black people are the only people in this country that are persecuted. All kinds of groups are
Are
persecuted.
black people being
Even
prosecuted?
no, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying, brother. Even white folks can have issues with different things and can be looked down on in some way. And I don't agree with none of that. I'm just saying you gotta read
Hold on.
between the
Let
lines.
me read this super
When
chat.
Charlie Kirk,
Wait. Hold on.
mm,
Let me read. He said, I watched the documentary where whites celebrated the demise of Patrice Lumumba. I have no sympathy for white nationalism that denigrate Africa. Thank you for the super chat. You're correct.
Princess is demonic.
I have seen that documentary. But it's not all white people. You're talking
Yeah.
about those Belgian, like, I was very disturbed by that as
Malcolm
well.
X's
Like,
death, Malcolm X's death,
hold
same
on. But
thing.
this was not ordinary because they even, like there was like a march, where
There
they
were people
gave
that
this.
celebrated King's death,
Yeah,
Martin
but
King.
it's still, again, what you guys are missing is, I'm not saying that it is only these people who celebrated this is evil. Those people are evil. Do you know what? That's super evil. I'm not like sitting here and picking and choosing like I'm in a
Interesting.
Chinese buffet. No, like,
Okay.
thank you for the super chat. I'm glad she reminded me of that. Like, yeah, I saw that documentary. Like, I was very disturbed by it. Like, I couldn't believe it.
Okay.
But it was, they were demonic too for that. Like, how can you go to this man's country and take him out for standing up and then celebrate it? It was evil. Say, Charlie Kirk was not a friend of Africa. But why do you need him to be friend of Africa?
We don't need to be a friend of Africa. Just as white people have already always done, they've butt their heads into a lot of baskets
Look,
that don't
Charlie
include them.
Kirk He spoke positive words. He
He also spoke
he,
negative
he,
words.
he stands on his faith. He believes in God,
Mm,
Jesus Christ. You
okay.
know, um, the man comes. He invites people to debate him. He talks about God,
And nothing should
salvation.
happen there.
You see, look, just because you don't like what the person say,
But you
does it?
can't say, see, this is what I'm trying to get, is that you can't say, oh, he did this, so he preached the gospel and all that, and then
But he
ignore
did. He
all the
did though.
BS. But you can't accept that all the negative things he said can't just
Like
be
what?
swept under
Give
the wall.
give give an example.
The black people should have been better in the 40s during Jim Crow.
Right.
That's not a
How?
good thing.
Why is that?
That's not a
What see? This is confusing. So
no,
he said they should have been, better. How is that? How is that negative?
because they were also doing the most damage to us at that point.
But he
The
is not
40s
saying.
was
Hold on,
what we
hold on,
call Jim Crow.
hold on, hold on. He is not saying, to step the foot on blacks. He said they should have been better. And
Better.
during the times you're talking about,
That we should have been better.
hold on. Those times blacks
Mhm.
were doing better than now. They
Okay.
had black people had their own businesses. You
I
you
already
do
know
know
you
this,
know the
right?
story, so I don't have to go through them with you.
No, I'm just telling you, like the
I know.
time
You already
during
know
that era.
why they happened. I just don't understand why you being ignorant to
You can even watch old movies,
it. Mhm.
old movies, like, because you would see like what it's depicting, or read books, for example,
Okay.
like even when they were doing that bus boycott, in a way that
Mhm.
destroyed black businesses. That like you do realize there were black bus companies. There were black people who owned bus companies back in those days.
Did that come before or after Black Wall Street?
Well, Black Wall Street, you mean in Oklahoma?
Well, I'm not just saying Black
Do you
Wall
know
Street
the,
as
the
one
place they
city.
call, in Tulsa, when they burned that down?
Yeah,
When they
I'm
burned it
not.
down?
Yeah,
Hold on.
Greenwood.
When they burned that down,
Yeah,
they built it within 5 years. Did you know
yeah, they
this?
rebuilt it, and then they
Then then
rebuilt
then
the
then,
high. Ah,
then, then, then hold
Don't
on,
tell me about
hold on.
history.
Then
Don't
why
tell me about the
then
history.
why then why are you and others in 2025
What happened after?
still talking about that?
What
It's
happened
dead.
after? What happened
That's what
after?
I'm saying.
What happened after?
The
Don't be ignorant
segregation.
now. What
Hold
happened
on,
after?
hold on. I'll tell you the segregation,
Okay. No,
and hold on. The segregation happened, and then
no.
blacks
You're
start
ignoring
thinking. Hold
this.
on, hold
You're
on. The
ignoring this.
blacks start thinking the white
Okay.
man's eyes is
Okay.
colder. You know,
Excuses.
they thought the white man's eyes is colder,
Excuses.
and they wouldn't solicit black businesses.
See, it seems that you don't
That's
know
what happened.
history too much.
Look, in the
So you
hoods,
don't know that
people
they
built.
built a
Hold on,
highway
hold on,
right through
hold
the
on,
city. Do
hold
you
on.
not?
Places they call the hood, right?
Oh,
The
okay. So we want to
stores. Hold
ignore
on,
that.
hold on, hold
Yeah.
on. The stores, the
No, it's all
stores.
right. We don't need
Hold
to.
on, the
That's all right.
businesses. Hold on.
It's all right.
In most of these places that they call hoods, the
Mm,
businesses that you see there, right? Who do you think used to own those businesses?
Black people.
Uh-huh. And they sold them.
I wonder why.
The houses,
Do you think
majority.
it's just the houses?
Okay, you say you don't live far from me, right?
Yeah,
The same
actually,
city.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. So a lot of places they say, oh, it's gentrified.
Mm-hmm.
Majority, like closer to the inner cities, now they are building. You know, who do you think used to live in those neighborhoods and own those houses? I'm listening.
Well, I always thought you was keep on going, but
Like,
what we
who do
doing
you
now?
think? Who do you think used to own those houses?
More black people.
Black. It was black neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
So
100%.
how did, like, now the people that they quote unquote saying gentrify them? How do you think they now end up with these neighborhoods?
Did they just gentrify it in one night?
No. You can
So you don't
you
want
would
to
have
go
to
through
you would have to be able look, if you come to a
That's
place
fine.
that is already occupied, how would you be able to gentrify it? Someone gotta sell you their property, maybe.
That's fine.
So then what are you talking about?
No, it's just that you just want to be ignorant and you just don't want to. You just want to ignore the
Well,
current parts of history. That's
I'm
fine.
here.
That's
I'm
all
having
right. You want
conversation.
to be that. That's
Okay,
fine.
okay.
I
So
don't mind that.
Okay,
That's fine.
how did they acquire those businesses and those homes?
They acquire those businesses by building them, not just by
No.
contracts
Black
with each
people
other.
used to own them.
Yes,
Black
by
people used to
contracts
own
with
them.
each other.
Wait.
Yes,
Black people used to own it. They built it.
yes,
But now other people owned it. How did these
yes.
other people own it now?
It's been sold over time. What are you talking about?
Thank you. Exactly. That's what I'm
But
saying.
why?
So I don't know why. Maybe
I know that's what we're trying to figure out, but you just don't want to hear it.
maybe. Okay, I
I
can
know
give
because
you
you're ignorant.
scenarios. Okay,
Because
I
you
can
just
give
want
you.
to be an ignorant person. That's all right. I don't mind that.
Maybe were crackheads. They inherited
Oh,
and sold
okay.
them.
Right. Okay.
Or maybe they found better options, elsewhere.
Okay.
Because I literally know some Black people who used to own homes in like areas that you would call hood.
I just want to know: are we talking present or past?
Hold on. They see a better offer.
Yeah.
They sell it.
Now.
They move elsewhere.
Now.
It's like some of you act like Black people don't have common sense, to
Okay.
sell, to be willing to sell their own house and move. That's what people do. If there's better
You're
offer,
being
they will
very
take it.
disingenuous right now. I just want to let you know.
But okay, are you saying Black people do not
The
sell
reason we got here is
like
because as soon as
everyone? Okay.
you want
Are
to
you
let me
trying
talk,
to
or you
say?
just want to talk?
Wait, are
If
you
you just
saying?
want to talk, I'll just be quiet.
Wait. So Black people don't sell their homes
If you want to
if they
talk,
see
I will
better
be quiet.
offer?
You want to
Okay.
ask questions, but I've been trying to get on with the thing, but you just
Okay.
want to keep on
I'll listen.
talking
Okay,
over
go
me.
ahead. Tell me what you want to say.
Thank you. Now, after they were rebuilt, as you said, there were then highways built through those cities. Do you know that? No, you want to laugh, but I know you don't care. You
Highway.
want to
Okay.
laugh.
What? Okay. So when you say highway, so a highway, is going to stop the neighborhood from. Why are people still living in those neighborhoods then?
So a big giant highway is put right through
Why are
where
then
skyscrapers used to be.
why are people still living in those neighborhoods? That's all I'm asking.
Of course, they're going to live in those neighborhoods, but they're not going to be generating the same revenue and profit that they have been since then. That's not how
Oh,
that works, right?
really? So the people that bought those businesses and living there they're not making money. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, the people that used to make money, they're gone.
Now it's new people. They sold it, and now those people are there.
Yes, that's because the majority of the people that were there are gone now.
Then that debunks your idea
No,
that
it
you're
doesn't.
presenting, saying the highway. How come the highway did not deter the people who bought those homes and
What are you
businesses?
talking about, deter?
Stop them.
Why would
How?
that deter them? That would make Black people not want to then put more into the community, because why would it if there would just be a highway built right through it?
So the people who are there now, that's what I'm saying. How come the highway that you speak of did not stop them?
It did stop the ones that were there.
No. Do you
So you're saying
are you doing this on
stopping the
are you
people? No.
wait,
Let
are you
me
doing this
go.
on purpose? Are you
You're
doing
saying
this on
why is it doing to the people now, right?
okay
You're saying now, correct?
you're telling me
You're saying now.
hold on, let me rephrase this for you.
Okay.
You said that the Black people left their neighborhoods because of highway.
Is that well?
That's
That's
what you
where I'm just
said.
getting to.
That's what you said, right?
So a city gets burned down,
Oh,
rebuilt in
geez.
5 years.
Okay,
and a
let's
highway is
forget.
built right
Hold on,
through it,
hold
and
on,
that's
hold on.
what you
Okay,
don't care.
I'll give you an example, right?
I know it's because you don't care. You just want to put it
I'll
there.
give you an example.
Okay, let's hear
I
an
watched
example.
in my city here.
I know. I
I
know you do.
watched an entire black neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
get now it's like in beautiful class. It's not, it's white people living there, and other people,
Mm.
you know, but those homes used to be
Mm-hmm.
black people's homes. The black people sold their homes to the new owners, just like usual here in America. People sell their homes, no
Mm-hmm.
big deal. So they sold the homes. So you are making the argument that these people moved because of there was a highway. So I'm asking you, how come the new owners, the new residents of these neighborhoods are not deterred, meaning the
Meaning the
highway
now, meaning
the highway
presently,
did not stop them from happening?
meaning presently, correct? Not
Yes,
then, now.
sir. I just told you I watched it happen.
How
So
old are you, sir? How old are you?
I'm
How
not
old are you?
speaking about, I'm not speaking about
How old are you? How old are you?
1920s.
I know that you're just being smart. How old are you?
It don't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Yeah,
Well,
but I'm
let's
just
say right now
hold
we
on, hold
have
on,
many
hold on,
people.
hold on, hold on,
You want
hold
me to
on.
answer the question? Do you not?
Look. I'm telling you,
Okay.
within my this adult life, right? Within
Yes.
my
Yes.
this very adult life, I have
Mm-hmm.
watched neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
that was one time black,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to go there. I have friends there, and
Mm-hmm.
I still even have some friends who they are one of the few who remain. They own
Mm-hmm.
homes there. Now those areas are white, and I can promise you that the people, they sold their homes. So you try to say highway. By the way, there's no main highway in those, but whatever. So I would just go with what you're saying. If there is highway,
You don't really care about
how
that
come
situation.
this highway did not deter meaning stop the people from buying and moving into these neighborhoods?
You want me to answer the question now,
Yes.
or are you going to interrupt me?
I'm, I'm quiet.
No, it just
I'm
how black people
listening.
are.
I'm
You know how
listening to
black
you.
people are. You keep on interrupting. I already know how black people are.
I didn't say anything.
I don't know. I don't know why that's a black thing that y'all interrupt people so much, but I don't know what that is. But y'all need to figure that out. But as I say,
Guys,
it's not just the highway thing, right? There's more to put in this because the people that are going there and put everything in now has money. None of these just few thousandaires. These are millionaires coming in, making stuff up.
I know
So
plenty of
because
people
they're actually
that
doing, you already know they're doing it here.
I know plenty of people that
I
have
know.
bought homes in those neighborhoods who are not millionaires. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, who is they though? But who's buying up majority? You said that there's people moving in. Now we're seeing high rises being built up.
It's not
Now,
only high rises, there's the homes, businesses.
yeah, brand new homes. Now,
Yeah.
me, we're actually bought some land and I'm building a house right now.
Yeah.
I can tell
I
you,
mean, that's what
it's
I'm
not
saying. You
easy.
don't have to, for example, like I could have bought one of those homes, right? I don't have to be a millionaire. I can go take a loan and rebuild it.
Yeah, but I can tell you firsthand, that shit ain't easy. Literally.
Oh, yeah, but it's not.
You
It
can
doesn't
say
mean
that.
it doesn't mean
You can say you can go get a loan.
it doesn't mean it's impossible.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to go through a lot of hoops because that money has to go
But
through a lot of stuff like
look,
permits. It has to go for survey. It has to go for building the house, the actual blueprints for the house.
sir,
Like this, like what are you talking about?
everything in life requires hoops. Even to go take a
You,
shower, you have
you
to
go,
go
but
through hoops. What are you talking about,
money wise, yes.
sir? Sir,
Can
you
they? Can
can
you
go.
just
You
go?
can go
Can
get.
you
You
just go
can
to the
go.
bank
You
and get
can go
any
get
loan
it.
that you
You
want?
can go get it. You
No, no,
can
no,
go
no,
get
no,
a
no,
loan.
no. Can you go to the bank and get any loan that you can, that you want? I should say that.
Who, me?
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah, most people, if they got good credit, yes, they can.
Credit. Many
Yeah.
people don't have good credit.
Well, then they are asked out. I'm talking about people who actually can.
Which
Not
are not the
everybody,
majority of everybody.
you know. Let's be real. Not everybody
Yeah,
can do
you've been
everything.
pretty real, sir. I
Huh?
think we could be real enough. We could be real.
Okay,
Because if you trying to
so
say that everybody can just go get a loan,
that's not what I said.
okay. What did you say there?
I said you started talking about hoops,
Okay.
and I said, yeah, you everything you do, you gotta go through hoops. And people, you said, can people get loan? I said, yeah, those who have the credit, those who are qualified, yes, they can get. They
Those who
can
have
get.
pretty good credit has to be at least
Yes,
650 or higher.
and yes, I mean it's not impossible to have a good credit. You do know that,
For
right?
some people, it is. Especially
Oh,
the pandemic of drugs that we have going through this fucking country.
I see that you're a king of excuses.
Oh, so I'm because drugs aren't just in the black community, sir.
The what?
Drugs aren't just in the black community
Then why are you talking about drugs now?
because loans can be get for everybody, correct?
So if somebody who has good credit, right? You know, they are functional druggie.
A functional drug.
Hold on. They
I've
have
never
good.
heard that
Hold on,
before, but you
hold on. They
hey, I've arrested some people that's got drug power. I can tell you they ain't got no good credit.
hold on. If somebody they are functional druggie, which is common, they have good credit. So are you gonna sit here and make the argument that they're not gonna get a loan because they use drugs?
No, it has nothing to do with drugs.
Okay, then what are you
But
saying?
you just correlated drug use and good credit, sir. Which that does not
Are you serious? Are you
a druggie,
Warden?
sir?
Are you
From
Warden?
that?
Are you messing with me?
Are you?
You brought up the drug thing.
Yes. I said drug communities are
So
not in just the black community.
Then why are you trying to put that on me?
Because drugs and credit are actually correlated to each other, sir. And I'm not talking about just weed. Right? I know that's probably where you want to go. That people who smoke weed, no, that's not where I'm going.
Okay. Well,
I already know how you work, sir.
let's.
That's fine.
How do I work? Well, we better
That's
do
fine.
our closing statement. I've got some shrimps to go eat.
You got some what?
Shrimps.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just got done making burgers.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm about to go eat some shrimp. You know, rest in peace to Charlie Kirk.
Rest in peace, sir.
Thank you. Well,
See,
hopefully,
I'm not evil. I do care.
well,
I just
finally,
can't.
I mean, in the
program.
beginning, you were acting,
It's just you
you were
wanted me
acting
to act
like
that
it,
way.
huh?
No, it's just you wanted me to act like that, sir. It's just you knew where I was going, and that's just how you wanted me to come off as. That's all it is.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you finally redeemed yourself.
I don't know what type of redemption you're talking about, sir.
Oh, you said may his soul rest in peace, so that's good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's that. You know, I mean, yeah, I mean, when someone passes on, you pray for them. That's all. Because we all have a
correlate
date.
everybody with being
We all have a date on the calendar. Don't forget that.
But do you correlate everybody with being Christian?
Christians are not the only ones that pray.
Yeah, you just talking about Muslims, and I don't think they'll be very happy with him. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You already know. I'm just saying. You know how crazy it can be out there.
What did I say about Muslim?
That they aren't very well. not very good people, but
Oh,
not
there we
all.
go. You see, you're making up stuff.
No, I just forgot what you said. You said something about Muslims, but it
I
wasn't
was
like
saying,
terrible.
look at like,
It wasn't
you know,
terrible.
they're colliding with the leftists, but they don't really believe in their ideologies just to take over.
Muslims don't like leftists.
I know, but they vote with them. It's a trick. That's what I'm saying.
Not
Look
really.
at Ilhan Omar. Yeah, I
Not
know
really.
this.
This is
Huh?
the only reason they're voting for it because they're the ones that advocate for them to stay here. That's the only reason.
That's what I'm saying.
They didn't say advocate.
It's interest.
Hey, that'd be problem with them too. But of course, we got some Muslims that's on the right too. So I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, look at the Capriano, bringing, his crazy talk. You all want Massa to come back to colonize?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, black people do, but it is what it is.
Well, Warden, thank you very much. I'm glad you stayed. We had conversation, and you had a change of heart. I'm happy about that. Thank you.
I still think he's a Nazi.
All right. Well, thanks for coming.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Blue Jay said, I have on a tie and dye shirt right now that looks just like that, except it's blue and white and sleeves. Oh, nice. That's a nice. You see, you like my tie and dye shirt. It's beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if you missed the beginning, I was just showing some of these deranged people celebrating, the death of a man. The point is, you don't have to agree with what people say, but they have the right to say it. Like if you are advocating for the person to be deleted because you don't like what they're saying, that's crazy and demonic. And I stand on that. Hopefully, people find it in their hearts, to rid themselves of any type of hatred in them. And that's all I'm asking here. But you see, these people are using their skin color as if they are representing all blacks for this. Zongo said, Afridamus, why did you cut your dreads? Did the gods tell you to do that? No, it was it's like too many black criminals out there with dreads. So I didn't want to be mistaken for that. So there. Yeah. So the dreads had to go. I'm just kidding. But no, I just wanted to get rid of it. I've had it, too long. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's bringing us to the end of the show. And hopefully I see you guys on the next one. Please make sure you like and subscribe already. Peace.
Lend thy ears to the Afridamus. Pay attention to the Afridamus. The true Soninke warrior. Naturalist his intelligence. As a true professor. Solution to brainwash diseases. Sit back, relax, and hear the wisdom. Afridamus will heal your minds. Sit back, reflect, you'll find no objection. Afridamus will clear your doubts here. Always log on to the Afridamus. Lend